Welcome back, everyone. We're getting ready for match number 2, round number 2 of the Champion League group stage playoffs. Did it leave you hanging? Well, it's meant to build drama. But in the booth alongside myself, Quanzek and J-Rod are now going to be taking over for at least a moment while I give my throat some time to recoup and recover. There's a lot of Rocket League being cast today, and Quanzek, thank you so much for coming back in. You and I are going to be on a marathon after you and J-Rod go on a short date, bit of speed dating, if you will, to see if that you and the hair will turn into a mohawk and if he'll turn into a good boyfriend over there. So as we look into this matchup, we've got the Thunderbirds coming off of a 3-1 win over the Avalanche. The Mob on the opposite end, a 1-3 loss to the Bandits. J-Rod, you seem like you have words to say. Are they about Rocket League?
I'm in immense pain. Oh man. Oh,
there you go.
Okay. All right. That's about all I got.
Okay, Quanzek, looking at how that stacks up simply by record alone. I don't know how much you got for us when it comes to actual teams, but we saw a lot of offense pop off in terms of opportunities for the Mob, but they didn't bank upon them, especially 15 shots from one man and Jelly. And now they face equal but opposite ventures, 0-1, 1-3, 1-0, 3-1. How do you feel about this after seeing group stages yesterday?
I mean, the Mob looked very solid in that first series. They just looked like they couldn't finish. Like, they outshot the Bandits nearly every single game. It was just being able to generate more high quality shots rather than just the numerous opportunities on the net. And, you know, with what that looks like regarding this other stout Thunderbirds team, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to break through.
Oh, we have only the present but to tell us. J-Rod, does Jelly come up large in this series by your venture, by your guess?
I wish I would know how this series in the regular season, if they did play against each other, went. And I'm not looking at the stat sheet, so I couldn't tell you. I don't know though. I saw a lot of Jelly doing Jelly things, but the problem is with the Thunderbirds, they got a really good team roster. So I'm thinking that's what's going to be the issue. Can they break down the team?
We get to see that and more. So Quanzek, lead him in. You take him away.
Yeah, just my bad. I was briefly going to tack on to J-Rod, save it there, cut you off. I was just going to say that Mob got swept by Thunderbirds by a -9 goal differential in the regular season.
So that's not a forfeit. That is 9 goals being allowed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That is, there are stats to be had in that series.
Okay, well, good, because whenever you hear that number 9 in a win, you never trust it anymore. Oh.
Okay. Well, Mob looking to change their ways. One went in against them very early, but the immediate equalizer coming out here by Gami, just sneaking that one past Nudging, and it's as if that first goal is just erased from the scoreboard completely.
It was a nice first goal. We didn't really talk about it. It was a good little kickoff play, a good little solo play that they had. But, I mean, Nudging did everything he could to keep the ball out of the zone, out of the net, but Gam just had a better shot, and there was really not much Nudging could do. Oh, that's coming off the... Nudging with a great save, not registered. Oh, the defensive zone being tested for the Thunderbirds, and the Mob just can't break through.
This one's outlet pass to Aqua, cut off by Jelly. And Gami's gonna wait his turn in line as Jelly attempting one from range. Gami off the backboard, followed up by Rev, but not able to make contact. And it's gonna be the Thunderbirds looking to break out. D-Side from his own corner, actually able to make the read there. It's gonna be Aqua over the top of Gami. And Rev gonna opt to go for the boost, and that opens up the net. He faked the challenge, but the rotation didn't come through, and that's very good shot placement there by Nudging.
You know, it was a good fake challenge. Jelly was pretty close to making that save. So at the end of the day, it could have been okay, but I think you have to challenge there, Quanzek. Yeah. I think there's too much space, and it was too far away from the wall. It allowed a free shot for the Thunderbirds. I don't think you can give that much space to Nudging.
100%. I mean, coulda, shoulda, woulda, and we're two Vanguard players talking down some champ players, especially Rev, who's on the B team for Columbia College. But, you know, we're in the caster booth. We get the podium for the time being. Everything we say goes. Temporarily, is Jelly gonna bang that shot off the post?
Yeah, I mean, you've got the two sides of Vanguard League. One came in first, one came in last. So, I mean, you really get you really get a great opinion source coming up from both of us. One of us found great success. The other one got effed by a wheel. But we can talk about that another day. We got a big series in front of this one. Both these teams won their, Mob lost their match. So if they lose this based off of math, they could just be eliminated.
Yeah, very crucial game for them here. Dropping down to 0-2 means immediately your destiny is out of your hands. You're requiring some sort of math to play out for you to move on to day 2. And considering how good this team looked like to start the day in that first game against the Bandits, it sucked to see them drop. Gami a Jelly. The Jelly can't find the shot, stopping to play that one to the corner as Nudging was on him immediately for the challenge. Aqua. Enough boost in the tank, but doesn't exactly have contact with the ball. Couldn't get nearly close enough for that flip reset. And that's going to be Gami, a shot from the sidewall, but turned aside by Nudging. It looks to me more the same here for the Mob here, J-Rod. They have 9 shots already, but almost all of them have been easy saves for this Thunderbird squad.
I mean, you were talking about it. The quality of shots wasn't there. That was actually a really good opportunity from Jelly, but it just does not find the back of the net. Jelly with another opportunity. Oh, the accuracy is just not there for this Mob team. You know, we talked about it earlier. We were joking. Is this Champ League? It is Champ League. They're just missing those opportunities. They're like just off of perfection right now.
Yeah. Champ League, I mean, it's the highest rate of defense you're going to see in all of our tiers. The lowest shot percentage, as the positioning is much better here than any other league. But when you have those open nets like Mob have had, you're going to want to make sure you bury them. And there's been a few shots that they've had on target as, oh my gosh, what a shot by Nudging. Just look at the redirect and the power he got.
2 great 50s coming out from D-Scythe and Aqua respectively, but let's forget about the 50s. Nudging with a beautiful deflection, putting that top right, extending the lead to 2, and the Thunderbirds are taking a 3-1 lead in this game 1. Very important game 1. Puts a lot of pressure on Mob, being down 0-1 as their record right now. So they definitely would like to start off on a win, especially how game 1 went for them last time. When you have a player that puts out 15 shots and find a way to lose, not a good feeling.
No, for sure. And briefly looking at the stats, Mob have 10 shots and Thunderbirds have 5 saves. So what that's basically telling you is 40% of the Mob shots have been off target altogether, as they've only generated 1 goal and forced out 5 saves. That means you have 4 remaining, so that's a very high margin of like time spent in the offensive zone that just isn't generated into a scoring opportunity, period, J-Rod.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to have that many opportunities gone to the wayside, and that's a free net. Nudging, maybe? Okay, all right. For a second there, kind of concerning, but a 3-goal lead, 25 seconds left. You can kind of chalk up game 1 here, Quanzek. It's very hard to come back from a 3-goal lead in Champ League with this little amount of time left.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you here that this one's all but over. And again, it's going to be the Mob with a similar fate to their first game against the Bandits, just easily dominating the shot category, but not able to do anything defensively or offensively. And you know where defensively is? They only have 1 save, letting in those 4 other goals. So, you know, it seems like Mob have the recipe, but they've just been forgetting 1 or 2 key ingredients, and that's been the difference maker so far for them in this group stage.
Oh, look at the plays coming out from the Thunderbirds. Nudging once they have both posts instead of putting it in the back of the net. They take the game 1 lead, though. I mean, the game 1 win. And you look at the shots, and this is probably the most entertaining thing to me. You get outshot by almost double, yet you put in 3 more goals than the enemy team. That's pretty good accuracy, if you ask me.
Or just a lack of defense.
I mean, maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely higher quality opportunities for the Thunderbirds, for sure. I will not deny that, and they did well of making sure to bury the chances that they had, but I'm not going to give too much credit to them just because it seemed like Mob were never there to contest the save. The decisions were just incorrect in those few split decisions. I'm harping back on maybe Rev going for that corner boost, or maybe the demo coming out there on that third goal. Is Gami going to start his squad off with a fantastic solo playoff kickoff?
The amount of space he was given. I mean, you can't give space at this high of a level. You just can't. You can't do it. And D-Cypher in the back of the net trying to get the touch, but unfortunately, ping diff there. It's unfortunate that he was like a half a second off, so he gets scored on. But a very early 1-0 lead, plenty of time, empty net for nudging. You just can't get the power on it, and Jelly makes a good save on the recovery.
I mean, over the top of Aqua, does well to beat him in the race to that ball. Nudging 50. Gonna make his way over to this left side wall. Aqua gonna drop it down, but no boost to get back to it. Instead, it's gonna be Gami to himself off the backboard. Where's the help? Where's the third man? Nowhere to be seen as Jelly gets beaten by D-Cypher, and he'll give way to nudging. A brief stint into that offensive third for the Mob. Not gonna mount in anything, but they are still holding on to this 1-goal lead. Let's see if they can do anything to expand on it here and set themselves up well to equalize the series.
I think Gami needs to be the one that steps up and does extremely well for this Mob team. Jelly with a great shot, but nudging in perfect position, and the counterplay coming out from the Thunderbirds will amount to all of nothing here as the ball still stays in the midfield. Gami looking for an opportunity, gets 50'd out by nudging, but the lockdown offensive pressure starting to mount from this Mob team. But then they just give space in the midfield, and it breaks.
Gami popping that one to Rev. Rev actually really good speed there, but he can't find the double. And this one might go into the net. No, Gami will be there on the rotation. I thought it was going to be open net for a brief second. Rev doesn't have the read. It didn't take the correct trajectory as his car turned into a projectile there. He will find this one, though. And it finds the dunk, but Mob just very separated on their offensive opportunities. It's usually one guy going, and the second one's too far away to generate any sort of offense. Gami last second save. Rev will help him out with the clear, and they will hold on to the lead for the time being.
Nudging slowing down the offensive challenge enough from the Mob team. Nudging off the back wall looking for the double. He can't find it. Aqua trying to clean it up. Goes high, down low, but D-Cypher just electing to play the midfield. Lock him down in the zone. Mob is definitely low at boost on this point. Nudging, getting 50'd out by Jelly, but lockdown coming out from this Thunderbirds team. D-Cypher with an opportunity, but he just threw a softball at the net. They're gonna save that every time.
Nudging. I don't believe he got the flip, but he finds the dunk regardless, and the double commit, they bump each other. And that's gonna open up the net. Miscommunication abound for the Mob, as Rev ends up bumping Jelly out of the way with them both elevating for that save, and it's an open net for Aqua to shoot at.
I saw that similar thing happen in another Mob game. Now, I can't remember who it was, but basically it wasn't in Champ League. I'm just going to put it at that. But that's okay. It happens. Awkward. Tie game, though. You got to win game 2, though. You don't want to go down 0-2 in a series. But Rev trying to get that 50 at the midfield. Cammy doing everything he can, popping it high, but D-Cypher reading that beautifully. He's going to get one. Jelly in the corner. Gets the read, gets the touch, but nudging, taking his sweet old time, and he'll get that clear.
Good touch there by Gami. Gonna allow Rev to come up and look for a pass to Jelly. They'll find a 50 onto D-Cypher. Aqua all the way down to the corner. Look at the power behind that clear, and a good 50 as well. Gonna force Gami to expend his boost. This one falling onto Jelly's hood. Will not be able to get D-Cypher in that 50. So now it's Rev taking his time, using the space available to him, and gets the corner boost as well. With possession of the ball still, Rev does very well to beat a player and break out. Conserving the boost all at the same time. Maybe gonna be able to take the lead here as Nudging gonna rotate sides of the pitch. Cut off by Rev, but again, nobody's in the middle. They're always a second too late.
Oh, the pain. It was wide. Aqua flew back. There was a double commit in the defensive zone causing this issue. Aqua tried to get back, and it just hits the wrong part of his car. He loses control, and that's a free one for the Mob. 2-1 lead. Opportunity was given to them, and they took it. But they got to stop this Thunderbirds team from scoring.
I'm gonna briefly throw it back to you as I have to sneeze and don't want to interrupt the ears of our fans, so take it away. I'll be right back.
All right, but this Thunderbirds team, they need to find another one here. They got a minute left. D-Scythe, Lightning just take his time. Oh, the Cuxer pinch, but Rev was born ready for it. Oh, we're going for the bumps. Oh, and the Mob team, knowing how Mario Kart goes, they take the worst end of that one, and Nudging has a goal. Aqua playing that style. Oh, it's just, it's tsunami-esque style right there. You love to see it. I love that type of plays. Quanzek probably knows a little too well about that style as well. But that's a 2-2 game now, all tied up. This Thunderbirds team is doing what they need to do. Aqua has possession. He gets double committed on, but that's an awkward, that's a free net, the shot, but Gammy makes a good recovery off the back wall. D-Scythe, where's the third man? Aqua, that's a weak shot. Jelly's gonna have an easy clear on that one. 30 seconds.
Back.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
30 seconds remaining in this one.
Yeah, wasn't sure if you knew. Figured I'd make it known. Definitely a miserable 15 seconds for me as the sneeze actually never came, and I just sat there waiting in angst as Rev gonna be the one racing back for this one, and we're gonna see OT here unless the Mob able to generate something. Still enough time for the Thunderbirds to do the same, but this one's off the sidewall. Jelly actually opts for the double tap despite Gami ready there, poised in the midfield. We are on 0 seconds. Nudging gonna let this drop. We have OT here in game 2.
And Nudging had no boost. He couldn't even follow that up if he wanted to. And that's gonna be a very, very important OT. Very, very important. Thunderbirds win this. They go to match point. They're up 2-0 in the series. Mob lose this. They're like, they're in trouble. But if Mob wins this, you get some momentum. You have a chance to, come back, do something well. Maybe link together a couple games. Hey, Mob got that one.
Yeah. It's going to be Nudging just playing it around Jelly, but Rev able to be the one to capitalize. And that one may have bounced high of the crossbar, but it's going to be guaranteed it's put in there by Nudging.
Unfortunate scenes in the chat right there. You hate to see own goals, especially in OT. I mean, that shot total, pretty even across the board. Not really much of an advantage to the Thunderbirds versus the Mob. The Mob doing what they need to do. But you expect this out of Champ League, right? You expect close-fought games in every single match.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think the quality just across the board in all of our leagues in terms of competition this season has gone absolutely through the roof. It came down the wire for almost every single league with who was actually going to be making playoffs. And we see that highlighted here in this group stage thus far. Most of these games have been, you can just point to 1 or 2 key errors that decided that entire series. As this could be one of them right here. Gami, unfortunately not able to find the touch on the backboard, and that means his teammate is going to own goal for him as they were trying to get in the way of D-Scythe, bumped him out of the way, but also bumped the ball into their own net.
Ouch, that hurts. I mean, he was just a half second away from getting that touch. Any touch on that, and you probably don't let up a goal.
At least that was on OT.
True. Very early in the game, you can recover from that one. You cannot recover from an own goal in OT. You just have to go next.
Gami, good mind games there to fake the one opponent and find the flick, but not enough power and no rebound opportunity for this Mob squad. Jelly gonna go over the top of Gami. Rev gets bumped out of the way of that challenge. Just went down to Rev for the redirect, gets it on target, but Aqua there for the rotation will get the save. D-Scythe just sending it downfield, buying his team some time and space. Rev off the sidewall, followed up by Jelly, but it's a 50 that stays in their own corner. This could be a chance for the Thunderbirds. Nudging onto net. Rev with the double jump, able to find the save, but D-Scythe, he had an opportunity, but that one was rifled at the quick 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, Aqua off the corner, Nudging flying in off the near post. He can't find pay dirt. D-Scythe just a little wide. Nudging trying to pull off some heroic deflection to put it on target, and he cannot get back to it. The post was not allowing him. All 3 players of the Mob in the camera view there trying to get an offensive chance, but Nudging doing everything he can to get the ball out and maybe an offensive chance for his team.
Rev Off his own sidewall. He likes that spot for the clears a lot to regain possession off the ensuing bounce. D-Scythe into the corner, nudging. Good 50. Has enough boost to jump at it, but opts not to with Rev already there. He'll go instead once the ball lands in his lap. D-Scythe, another shot opportunity, weak and wide of the net. This one won't be, though, as I think it would have gone in from Aqua's shot alone. Nudging gonna guarantee it goes in. And look at the power and the angle by Aqua. That ball was definitely going in, but Nudging just gonna ensure it gets in there quicker.
In the placement, I mean, far post, beautifully placed from Aqua. Nudging, really just securing the bag there. You're like, you know, this is playoffs. Stats don't matter. We're out here to get the win, right? You're out here to get the dub. You don't care about anything else other than getting out of group stage and getting into the bracket.
Yeah, at this point, it's all about winning. Who cares if you're at the top of the MVP or the scoreboard taking MVP if your team is losing at the end of the day? Gami a Jelly. Jelly double tap opportunity, but he won't be able to have the read as that ball goes straight down instead of out. Good little pooch touch there by Jelly, however, to roll that one along the backboard. On and up it goes. D-Scythe gets a touch. Jelly to Rev. Rev can't find the touch. Just a little bit too mustard behind that pass by Jelly, and they still will remain scoreless.
Yeah, you said, mustard. It wasn't peanut butter. It wasn't that chem that they needed. And the counterplay coming out from the Thunderbirds. Big clear from Nudging. D-Scythe's already breaking outfield. Jelly can't get back there. D-Scythe gets the goal. 3-0 lead for this Thunderbirds team in this game 3. They're looking poised to take this one, but there's still so much time left for the Mob to make a miraculous comeback.
2 minutes. 5 seconds on the clock. A little quick pass as D-Scythe finds a demo. I didn't think this would be a scoring opportunity, but it does actually turn into one. But not able to get that ball on closer towards the net is going to be Aqua. Great look there, great vision by D-Scythe to generate that opportunity out of nothing, but just a little bit too awkward as now it's Gami on the opposite end, and that goes off the crossbar and back out. Second follow-up by Jelly, one off the backboard. Rev can't find the read, and that's the best look the Mob have had all game, and they still will not get their first tally to make this comeback.
Yeah, that would have been a very good start. You still have a ton of time left in the game. Here's a really good opportunity as well. It forces a double commit. It's awkward, but the third man from Mob, nowhere to be found. And now the counterplay coming out from the Thunderbirds. Midfield transition play. Back and forth we go off the back wall. What a great touch from Nudging in the clear from Aqua. This Thunderbirds team clears the zone as a team every time. It's clockwork for them, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, 100%. They just look better defensively right now. They're able to find the initial save every single time it goes through as Nudging finds a massive 50 on 2 Mob members. And they're always there to shut down the rebound attempt as well. There's no second or third opportunities off the initial shot. It's shut down immediately, and the clear follows after the opening attempt by the Mob. And because of that, they've been able to do very well to limit the Mob's time in their own half. As Gami gets bumped for this opportunity, turned aside by Aqua. Gami back into the middle, but D-Scythe is there. Now it's a third opportunity by Jelly, and Nudging is there. There's always somebody in net to answer, J-Rod.
Yeah, this Thunderbirds defense is it's unbreakable in this game 3. I mean, they've got a shutout going, 15 seconds left in this one. D-Scythe looking for an opportunity. I don't think he elected to pass that, but it ended up being one to his teammate. 9 seconds left in this one. All the Thunderbirds need to do is keep the ball away from the Mob, and they'll keep their shutout. D-Scythe with an opportunity to score. Shut down by the defense, but 0 seconds. There's a chance. No, there isn't. Never mind. Thunderbirds complete the shutout, take game 3. They're on match point. One more.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance to feel good about yourself with the goal, but no chance for a comeback there as we see the shots relatively even. Just Thunderbirds doing better defensively and able to capitalize on those transition plays. All 3 members from the Thunderbirds beating out the entire Mob squad in score. So pressure's going to be on the Mob now. We're reaching do or die territory for them. They'd love to improve to 1-1 in series, but they're staring at a match advantage towards the Thunderbirds where they will get 2 opportunities to put this series away.
Thunderbirds, they looked They looked a lot more calm in that series, even in the defensive zone. I mean, they had 5 saves. Defensively, they played significantly better. And it was so calm. There weren't as many double commits. They were peaceful back there. The rotations just immediately in the transition, they went right outfield and scored. So they're doing what they need to do. They just have to continue.
Oh, Forbidden Temple will be the map. That's nudging is gonna give us an L map in chat. You know, I casted some bubble teams yesterday and they did not care whatsoever about the physics issues on this Forbidden Temple map, so everybody else can put up with it because of that. I understand it's out of the rotation, but it won't be here for us, as it's a gorgeous map, J-Rod.
I love this map. So this just in as well, keeping everyone in the loop. I'm not sure if anyone else has seen it. I'm sure some have, most haven't. The Avalanche beat the Bandits 3-1. So now, very interesting plays here. If the Thunderbirds win, they kind of sort of secure a playoff spot. Kind of sort of. I mean, at the end of the day, they'll be 2-0. They kind of do their job. They're kind of done. Oh, a free empty net opportunity. Is it hard enough? Yes, it is. Aqua gets the goal. 1-0 lead 50 seconds into this one. But, I mean, we could do some math real quick and hypothetically do it. But basically, if you're the Thunderbirds and you win, you basically mathematically get into the playoffs.
Yeah, it come down to an upset in your last series. There might be some 2-1 shenaniganery. But I'm sure Monkey will be able to break us down for that the next time we go to a break, going into the last games of the group. Gami out into the middle. This one gonna bounce off the sidewall. No matter what, a series win is good here for either team, no matter what the case is, but it gets all the more difficult for Mob if you do drop this series. And they're already a goal down here, J-Rod.
Yeah, not a good way to start a very important match, and a little bit of an awkwardness coming out from nudging off the back wall there, but he makes a good touch and he's got boost to follow that. But Aqua, look at the Thunderbirds team clear. 1-2-1 in the corner on the wall, all high, and they get that. D-Sive is pre-jumping that. He's gonna get the touch. That's gonna keep the Mob in their defensive zone. The Thunderbirds, though, give a lot of space at the midfield. Opportunity arises, and D-Sive cannot get back to it. Tie game. Game from Rev. They've been clockwork all series long from the previous series. These two are hitting each other. They've got the chem right now.
And yeah, the chemistry is what generated that passing play, beating out the final two Thunderbirds defenders, baiting them both in, and just led to that open net shot. So good work by Gami and Rev. The little 1-2 punch. This could be a second opportunity, but D-Sife will be able to find the clear. Maybe it was nudging. Regardless, good touch either way. Rev can't find the double, and Gami's gonna have to rebound and regroup. He'll actually be able to find the touch, and Rev's in the what a pass into the middle, but obviously Jelly wasn't expecting it, as that had a lot of power, and it almost looked like Rev wasn't going to be able to make contact, and dangerously over the middle the ball goes. Nudging above the backboard. Rev can't find the touch. Aqua will, and Jelly off his own crossbar. This game is almost awkwardly slow, but both these teams remaining tied at 1 apiece. What the heck is happening here?
Chaos. Pure and utter chaos, but the Thunderbirds living it better. Maybe they played the Avalanche in game 1 and understood the dynamic of chaos, because I'm pretty sure on that team you've got 2 twos players and Buddy.
Yes.
And it's just pure chaos at every inch of the game. No offense to any of them, because they live in the chaos and they love it. They have a great time. I love the vibes of that team, because everyone's laughing and having a good time. And that's what Rocket League's about, right? Gotta go out and have fun with your teammates.
What a bump there by Gami. I've been like speechless for the greater portion of this game, just because I don't fully understand what's going on. Good interception there by Gami. An awkward touch there by nudging. Jelly could not get there in time. Rev down to Gami, cut off by D-Sife. Now Jelly, nobody's in net. This one's off the crossbar and it bounces out and over. That was a golden chance for the Mob to find the equalizer, but they won't be able to bury it as now it's miscommunication between Jelly and Rev. Jelly full boost, able to clear it about to the midfield line, but nobody's in net, and this is disaster for the Mob.
A mechanical mistake coming out from Jelly. You don't see that often. We haven't seen it much, and D-Side just in the right place at the right time for that. Honestly, though, I agree with you. I've been lost for most of this game. It's just not, to me, like this it doesn't feel like this should be like a group stage champ league situation. It's an awkward game. But the better team right now is winning. I think the Thunderbirds have played better in this series. They're earning the win. Oh, little team pinch coming out between Aqua and D-Side. D-Side gets a good 50. Oh, Aqua bumping his teammate in, trying to get a center. Nudging following up, but gets 50'd out by Jelly. Great save out of him. That would have found the back of the net. 1 minute left in this one. Mob need to find two. They find one very awkward in the corner. I'm shocked that one in the net.
It went in. It doesn't matter how Gami gonna trash talk while he can. Good dunk there in the corner, and you know, it doesn't matter how they go in, as long as they go into the back of the net, it counts. It could be as ugly as a goal. It matters just as much as the most beautiful solo play you've ever seen, and we could see that happen here as D-Side flip reset into the middle with the pass for Nudging. Opts not to go though. The demo on Rev and the demo on Gami opens up the door for this Thunderbirds team to put the game away, and oh no, Gami.
I mean,
was that off of
Karma? I don't know, but Karma's just a painful thing in it, Quanzek. I mean, you can open your mouth in this game and then, bam, just get, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're just gone. It's over. Like, you can't. As soon as you open your mouth in this game, and it happened to me in ranked earlier today, you just get mauled, and it doesn't matter. It's relentless.
I mean, I feel like that's almost always how it goes. I have plenty of experience trash talking in sports, and you know, the second that something like anything negative happens against you, the other team just loves to clown you for it, and that's exactly what happened here. Gami gonna let that one in, and with 2 goals down, they might be able to find one here. Gami will put away, so Mob not out of the question yet. It's possible for some sort of kickoff strategery to come out here. Maybe it's a block kickoff, fake, Spanish, whatever the case is. They're gonna need to put one in this last 4 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, there's an opportunity for anything with 4 seconds left in this high level. They can keep the ball up forever, I swear, what we see. But Aqua just electing to throw it into their zone. Off the ceiling, Jelly amid, doinking it up. That's awkward. It's falling in the net. Oh my God, it stays up. Jelly scores. Tie game, OT. Oh, what a doink, and how awkward was this for all parties involved. Nudging gets a bad touch, and Jelly makes him pay.
I mean, that's really the only touch Nudging could have gotten, though. The trajectory on that ball was so perfect that it looked like it was gonna hit the crossbar and then didn't and went into the net, and Nudging had to adjust by finding the save, but in doing so, basically teed up the Mob to put that one in. They're still alive, but they're gonna need to win in this OT. Some last second heroism there by not only the Mob, but the ball themselves for helping them out. Luck from the Rocket League guards, but the Goomba and D-Side will put it away. Rev, gonna eat his words. The entire Mob team leaves immediately as that Goomba comes out. D-Side opened that to shoot at, and Thunderbirds put this one away very convincingly.
Quanzek, he's not wrong though. That is weird, right? It's weird. It says winner Thunderbirds up there. I mean, honestly though, huge props to the Mob to force OT, because how hard is it to take that game? You're down 2 with 11 seconds left in the game. You find one at 4 and you somehow find a way to keep it up to score that goal. I mean, props to them. Truly, not only props to them, but the Thunderbirds, they were the better team in that series. D-Side putting in 4 goals in that game, doing everything that he could. I mean, they earned it, but that was a you had to claw for that win.
Yeah, they still had a game up on the Mob though, and like, we can give Mob all the props they deserve for sending that one to OT, but they lost. Like, I hate to be just blunt and matter of fact about it, they lost. And they're gonna drop to 0-2 with very minimal hopes now of making game 2, considering Ava and Bandits are both 1-1. You know, I think it's actually impossible now for them to make day 2. So
The Mob?
Not true. Not true.
So the Mob,
just 3 1-2s.
no, yeah, there is a chance because the 2 1-1s have to play 2-0 and a 0-2 respectively. So a lot of weird things can happen. All I'm gonna say is this: if Ava can beat the Mob, then in reality, not many things can change, because I guess actually the Bandits could beat the Thunderbirds. Oh my gosh, you know what? Never mind. I'm not
All
gonna
right.
say.
So here's what we're gonna
because the Mob-
elaborate on. We got some time. So
What can you break it
Bandits,
down?
Bandits and Thunderbirds, right? They'll be coming up here in just a moment. Right now, the records are as thus: Thunderbirds 2-0, 6-2. They're pretty much in control of their own destiny, looking pretty darn good. If they win, obviously they're in. They're gonna be going up against the Bandits here momentarily on stream. If Bandits win and they beat the Thunderbirds, both those teams are 2-1. And if Avalanche go and beat the Mob, they will be 2-1. It depends on how that foot race happens. Because if at worst you go to from the +4 to +3, Bandits, if they were to sweep the Thunderbirds, they would go to +3. Avalanche would go to +3, and we'd have a 3-way tie all the way down, and we would have point differentials that have to be examined: 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, and an 0-3. Oh boy, the sweeps could happen. There's a lot of potential. There's a lot of things. We're going to discuss more of it, but it'll be back right after this.
Something I could go off, try to fight the feeling. You don't have to love me. You don't have to love me.
I'm getting bruised, it makes me stronger. I'm here to dominate, I won't surrender. Now hear me the cold wind getting under my skin, leaving me decided when the six were made. Is it the high tide pushing back on my pride? Wish we read the sunlight instead of being moved, instead of feeling
Here's to working every night, get new wrongs and make them right. It's a circle and it's a long way round, but maybe I'll bend it out of shape and break it in half, then I'll escape and wander around where the top is always down. I'm dreaming of a Rolls Royce Phantom life, where everything is golden, rich and nice, and anything you want can name its price. Oh, I'm dreaming of a Rolls Royce Phantom lost its pride. There's no one there to hold me dead of night, and nothing that I sold could give me that. I guess I'll take my Rolls Royce Phantom back. Smoke is scanning through the sky. You can't believe your senses. You think you've seen it all, until you open your eyes. I never wanna be alone. This place is cursed. I want you to never leave my side. I run away with you to see some light. When ashes dropping down, we step aside. We dream of feeling something. I want you. I know we both escape to lose the ground. I ran away with you to see some light. When ashes dropping down to below.
Welcome back, everyone. We're getting ready for the third and final round here of the Champion League Group A Group Stage Playoff for the Season 11 Frontline Draft Series. I'm Hell Monkey Man in the booth alongside Quanzek. And Quanzek, I'm going to run down a lot of math facts. This one, I know they're your favorite. They're mine as well. And I know you guys at home are trying to figure out who in the world and what is going to go on. So let's break it down for you. Thunderbirds, they're about to be facing off against the Bandits. If the Thunderbirds win, doesn't matter how many games, just for themselves. If they win, they're in. In the same capacity, if they win and the the Avalanche win over the Mob, then the Avalanche are in because they'll be at 2-1, Bandits will be at 1-2, and the Mob will be at 0-3. Easiest outcome to determine what's in the world's going on. If the Thunderbirds win and the Mob win, and if it's in Game 4, then we will have a 1-2, 5-7 tie with everyone. Yeah, real fast with the fingers.
Yeah, I'm trying.
If the Bandits beat the Thunderbirds and the Avalanche beat the Mob in 4 games, then it will be a 2-1 tie across everything, and it will be what? 7 and 3, 7. Actually, I think, I don't know, Game 5. I'm trying to figure out the fast math. That one would be
7-5.
Yeah, it'd be 7 and 5. So then, the upper 3 would all be 2-1, 7 and 5, and then it'd be 0-3 Mob. So either if Game 4 happens on both sides, and those wins occur, we either get 2-1s, 7-5s, or we get 1-2s, 5s, and 7s, and it comes down to point differential. Holy cow.
Exciting no matter what. I mean,
Yeah.
that is for the first time, we are gonna have legitimate tiebreakers in this scenario. You know, there is a few things that can happen, but it's leaning towards there being a world where there are tiebreakers that we have to go to, which makes things exciting, maybe a little frustrating for the players, but still exciting for us watching at home.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I personally have not been keeping track of the point differential, so that means we will have results of group stages after this one, after a VOD review. So I'm glad we keep VODs. I'm glad that this is being live streamed and recorded and everything else. Because and that to be said, I hope they're keeping. Well, we'll be able to do ball chasing for Avalanche because they have not been on stream. We'll be able to see everything else, and I don't know. Maybe it won't even involve them. Maybe it will. Maybe the easiest outcome will happen. Thunderbirds simply win. Avalanche go and win. We get 3-0, 2-1, 1-2, 0-3. Who cares? But let's look into this matchup. Thunderbirds have looked really good. They have looked offensively sound, but on the Bandit camp right now, L's may be coming about. And so that could be a change-up for this squad. And right now, DCIF is telling me to wait. I mean, Thunderbirds looked really good. Does it matter?
This is the question for the ages, Monkey. I don't know the answer. I'm gonna say yes, but not in the way you think I'm saying yes. I'm gonna be different.
Okay.
Yes, because I think the Thunderbirds are going to be able to go toe-to-toe with a L's Bandits team. If L's is back on the pitch, it means Raman's not playing with the supplemental third and fourth. They're able to play the man of their choice. Now, last time this happened in the regular season, it was a disaster, but that's besides the point. L's and Raman with that 1-2 punch might be able to go toe-to-toe with Nudging and DCIF. We saw them connect a few times, and it just gives them a more fluid, more elite level play against a Thunderbirds roster that's been cruising for almost this entire day today. So I'm gonna say it matters that the Thunderbirds are playing this well, because it means they're coming in hot, they're coming in strong, they got their rhythm figured out. But the Bandits, it's the most complete roster we've seen the Thunderbirds play all day.
Let's see what kind of completeness we get to see. Els, Othos, and Ramen, Useless Aqua, Broken DCIF, and Nudging. And you know what? If you guys don't know who Useless Aqua is, please go watch Konosuba. You'll learn everything you need to know. Wonderful comedy anime. And no, you'll thank me later. Oh, we started off early, first half minute of play, and it's already in the Thunderbirds half.
That's a good 50 there by Aqua, sending it into the band's half, but right the other way goes Ramen. Nudging has to get a touch, but it's a little bit awkward. Ramen can get back up to it. That's off the sidewall. As this one now gonna go to the reciprocal side of the pitch. Uh-oh. Okay, I thought that might have been like the most fantastic own goal like I've ever seen.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Part two. What is going on right now?
A little bit of chaos. These two teams are trying to just get fast. Oh, what a 50-50. Nudging will definitely more than nudge it in. As Ramen couldn't make a read, he gets a bump on a D side, but what a dunk on Othos.
Yeah, Othos positioned his car, postured it so that he could bang it with the corner, but in doing so, the way his car was angled, the net was entirely open once he made that touch for the dunk to come through and just go straight into the back of his net. So if that panned out, it would have been a boomer clear back the other way, but if there's any contestation whatsoever, he loses the 50, and that's exactly what happened there. Thunderbirds on the board first.
Oh, they will call up some D-Scythe to try and go get a bump. Be a slap onto the face, I believe, of Ramen, but again, another return to the Thunderbirds as they're trying to set up for another advance into the offensive half. Nudging won't have any extra boost as that one's given to Aqua, who's looking to half rotate. D-Scythe, they're caught in an awkward stint. Both were in the same exact zone. Aqua eventually will get it, but it took some extra time. They were able to get over it. Now they go down to the offensive side of the pitch again. A big demo, and it's a counterplay. Can Ramen get to it? He could, but he's 50.
Els won't be able to make contact with that ball. That means Ramen can sink in and make a play, but there's a double commit, and neither one making contact with the ball. You see Els getting chased down. Othos, good back check there with the rotation, able to make contact with the ball. Otherwise, Els would have been in trouble with D-Scythe bearing down on him for the demo. Nudging From zone corner up into the middle, a little bit dangerous. Othos gets a touch, but nudging able to regain for the 50. Ramen over the top. This one. Back out into the middle. A little bit of ping pong back and forth as the Bandits are testing this backboard defense, but it's holding strong each and every single time for the Thunderbirds.
You're gonna have to get a little bit chippier, I think. Really narrow and simplify the defense of the Thunderbirds. That's a good putback. And you see Ramen actually causing chaos where Othos is gonna get this score. I wanna see where Ramen was at the end of this play.
Inside the net, it looks like, and he got the Goomba.
Oh, he did!
Wow. You said they're gonna have to get a little bit more chippier, and they answered immediately there, Monkey. Ramen goes for the shot, can't get it, but coming out of the net, Goomba's Aqua right back down the ground says, hey, I'm gonna stop on you, grab that gold coin in the form of a goal. And as we reach the halfway point of this game, we're all tied up with the Bandits looking solid, spending most of their time in possession in this blue half. A demo comes out, open net for Els. Rotation comes through for Aquilo with that diving save.
You know, sometimes I like it when teams make it look like I know what I'm talking about just by doing the thing I said they might need to do almost immediately. Oh, good times, good times. Less than 2 minutes to go, talking about time. As these two teams are locked in 1-1, Els will force Nudging to make a choice, and he does so in a big way. That'll be an immediate turn by D-Scythe, who's trying to get fast. Have it on his nose, a big demo, and okay, this is a little bit of a step above chippiness. This is full on just smash mouth style soccer.
It's personal.
Oh yeah.
It's gotten to a point where it's not just, okay, let's remove the player from the pitch, open up some space. It's, yeah, you are my opponent. I am going to burn you down to the ground, completely raise your side of the pitch. And that's what they're attempting to do. Lots of emotion behind this physicality. D-Scythe, GM of the Thunderbirds, passing this out to himself, but Els will fake the challenge and force D-Scythe to commit. Here's Ramen, solo play, 40 boost, gets the flip reset over the top of one, pancake on the backboard. Aqua can't find the touch, but D-Scythe there for the 50, and he'll go back for the other way with the transition play, gets the flip, can't find the double. And it's back and forth action right now with no goal separating these two teams.
This is some volleying. Look at the arches. You can build a bridge out of it. Strike is on target. Oh, it comes off the crossbar. That pipe, too strong. Not gonna let the ball bend it, but that's a putback, and Nudging is there. Defensive god, able to give the Thunderbirds enough life, and that will be an over encroachment by the Bandits as they are put back on their heels and on their own goal line.
Good play into his own corner. D-Scythe will be able to find the touch, but it'll be a wheel shot rather than the corner of his car, but two go, Nudging open net to shoot at, and he will not miss. Just the miscommunication from the Bandits immediately capitalized on. Ramen and Othos both jump, and it's gonna be Nudging able to find the double tap, and if he didn't have it, Aqua was there lying in the weights.
20 seconds left, both these teams neck and neck, but it's the Thunderbirds that have a beak ahead of the Bandits and their pistols. Ramen, he'll go up first. Can he grab anything from the backboard? Backboard defense has been so supreme for the Thunderbirds, and that's what will clear it. They have one extra canister of boost. Can they be able to make use of it? One more time. Els, it's a pass over to Ramen. They keep it airborne. 0-second time. Everyone's pre-jump, but no one's on the ground, and that's where the ball will be found. Thunderbirds, it's a game one. Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun series.
For sure. I mean, it seemed like Bandits had control of most of that game. Look at the shot differential, 8-4. Outshot the Thunders by 2 times. It just came down to that one slip up defensively, Monkey. When 2 players commit, they immediately got punished. And that was that 1 goal difference. All that was needed to take this game. But this Bandit squad looking pretty lethal with Els now on the pitch.
You know, the last time I got to see the Bandits on stream during the regular season, they had a weird kind of change up about, I think it was getting Els onto the pitch when their 4th was there, and the 4th was doing really good. And we saw that just a little bit ago, that the 4th was doing really good. And I was afraid that maybe, this was not going to be, the best way to go about it. But instead, nope, everything turned out just fine. No reverse sweep, at least right now. But they're keeping pace. They're just going to be able to control it as we head into game number 2.
50 there off the kickoff. You know, I briefly alluded to that game that you were saying in the pre-show that we were doing. I said last time this happened, it went disastrously for the Bands. As I think you're right. They subbed out their four Ls and ended up getting reverse swept.
Yep, exactly.
I think that's what happened there, and not the same fate thus far. D-Scythe into the middle. Easy clear there for L's, and it's Thunderbird's playing very patiently with this ball right now, not trying to force any play. They're going to let it develop naturally. Aqua down the field. L's will be first up, nudging, waiting on the backboard, looking for a bump, but will eventually rotate out. Here's Aqua to the ceiling. D-Scythe is still there.
Uh-oh.
Rama gets a touch up, but still dangerous. L's will bail him out, and nudging doesn't want to commit as that third man.
Probably a good idea because there was at least a double stack of defenders there for the Bandits. Uses Aqua. Again, ooh, nice little chip shot, and it was D-Scythe who leaped to look to secure it. This one will arch over anyway, but a lot of pressure. This first minute has already come and gone. Bandits haven't really left their back line. It's more of a house they've built around themselves. They're just trying to keep all the walls well built and sturdy under the duress and press of the Thunderbirds.
So we have a result in from the other side, which makes things significantly less interesting. The Avalanche swept the mob 3-0, which means Avalanche sitting at 7-4, positive 3 goal differential. And with Bandits already dropping this game, is it possible for them to come out? I guess they would have to beat Thunderbirds. If they win out with the rest of the series against Thunderbirds, each of these teams go to 7-5. So it then come down between the Thunderbirds and the Bandits for that second spot.
But then it's either points or head-to-head. I don't know which one comes first. So we have to see a Game 4 win by the Bandits. That's what has to happen. That's what's left for them. If it goes anything different, then I believe that the Thunderbirds outright take this, regardless with the math. We'll have to see. But go forward one more time into the great abyss. Oh, man. Because I'm gonna lay out the potential if it's a Game 4 win.
Yeah, so playoff tiebreakers, it goes record, game diff, head-to-head.
Oh, boy.
So the record for the same, if Bandits win out, would be exactly identical. And if Bandits win out, they also win the head-to-head. So Thunderbirds would go from 2-0 to not making day 2.
Oh my God. Okay. So we're gonna have to see if that is gonna happen. That is a wild turn of events, but the Bandits have to score. And it's, of course, the offense from the Thunderbirds pressing down upon them. The Bandits, they don't know yet. They can't let this get to Game 5, which means they must win this game right now. If they allow anything of the Thunderbirds even getting a second game, then it's over for them. Oh boy. Pressure's on.
Yeah, this is the tallest order, and I don't quite think they understand the implications. Obviously, every game matters, all the series matters. They came in with that knowledge. It is playoffs, but this is literally do or die. Your entire 6-week season is riding here. 2 months of your past life playing in this league might potentially go down the drain if you cannot get a goal in this remaining minute and 15 seconds. Nudging, full boost, and the ball for the solo play cut off by Els because before Nudging can find the ball, but Roman can't get back to it, and D-Scythe will find the first goal. Pressure's on the Bandits, and I don't know if they understand the implications.
Oh man, don't tell them about the math. They just have to compete, and that was a great air roll, but he had no forward momentum. He just elevated and didn't go in. Oh boy. Thunderbirds, this will still affect seeding regardless, because it couldn't come out to either a 3-0 or a 2-1, and then they would be right next to the Avalanche. We get to see. Oh, this one will drop nearby. Alice has to connect. He does not! Nudging will nudge it in. Less than a minute to go.
And a scoreline that was 0-0 30 seconds ago. Suddenly, Bandits are down 2-0. Els just cannot get a good 50 if his car is, you know, a 180-degree rotation adjacent to that ball. And it's going to need to be 2 goals in the upcoming 50 seconds for this Bandits team in order to force OT and give themselves a shot at day 2. If they drop this game, even if they win the series, they cannot get in. Othos to the sidewall, looking to get this one into the middle. It's going to be Els diving for it, but Nudging with the clear, Monkey, and they're trying, but with 30 seconds left, it looks like they have 0 offense.
And Ramen's not going to stick with it. 23 seconds. It's like watching someone that just doesn't know the end of a murder mystery, and you have all the clues. That one will go downtown. Ramen chases after it. That's not going to happen. The negative angle. That's the dagger. That's going to be it. I don't see them coming back. They have absolutely no idea. Maybe they do now.
Yeah, this is... I mean, I think they knew that if they dropped 1 and 2, they weren't making it in, but with that third goal, that's gotta be the nail in the coffin. It'll be Thunderbirds and Avalanche, your 2 teams moving forward from Group A. A 4th one's gonna go in, insult to injury. This one's a runaway train for the Thunderbirds, and this last game in this series, just a formality at this point.
We're gonna have...
I guess it's for seeding still,
It is still for seeding. It is still for seeding. So... yeah, if this ends up going to a game 5 and they do lose, the worst that they could do is 8 and 5, and at 7 and 4, the better. Well, actually, it would be a tie differential, so it would be the head-to-head. Either way, right now, it's looking like the potential could be a 3-0 sweep. So, Thunderbirds, right position for themselves. They're trying to get to 3-0.
Yeah, and this is winning this one. Winning and losing is the difference between the 1 seed and the 2 for this Thunderbird squad. And, you know, better placement. You don't fully know the outcome of this second group, so there's no finagling your way into a specific seed depending on the team you want to play. So they just are gonna want to take the first seed no matter what and cross their fingers that they get the opponent they are hoping for. But they've already booked their ticket into game 2, so let's see if the Thunderbirds are able to come out on top in this one and surpass the Avalanche. This is a good way to start things off.
Well, you know what? This one's for pride. If the Bandits don't know, they don't know. And they're going to try and play as best as they can. But it's the Thunderbirds that are looking to position themselves into 3-0. I want the Bandits to continue to compete to the very absolute end. Group stages are not a kind mistress.
Good touch there by Othos. Els off the corner, gonna expend all his boost, get the flip reset, and just go from corner to corner, but not much going there, not much generated as Nudging just collects the ball. You can see D-Scythe pre-jumping in the midfield. I think they're feeling pretty confident after that one, Monkey.
Oh yeah, pretty darn confident. They've had some stellar shots that came through. They worked out really, really well. Move in. Or first minute of play about to end as Thunderbirds are just taking the barrage over and over and over again to the Bandits, working them as hard as they can. And they'll be able to get a second one as Useless Aqua has been well more than useless.
You know, playing, maybe we get a name change here, although Aqua probably already taken. I don't think he wants that namesake for himself.
No, you don't know. Useless Aqua is the nickname of that anime character.
Yeah, I know you brought it up, but I have not yet gone into anime. I know you're going to think I'm some sort of heathen for that one, but
okay.
That is the truth. Maybe eventually.
I understand. I'll make a list for you. It's okay.
Do it. I would
day.
love to. Yeah, I would love to get the list. I will open it because that's the biggest thing. You get recommendations from everybody, and you know the 10 different people will tell you 10 different things. So.
Well, believe it or not, there's more than 10 anime. So there's at least 11.
Bandits are gonna come out with their pride here in this game. That's what they're playing for at this point. Els looking for a massive read onto Nudging, but Nudging sees him, actually goes the other way. Els somehow got back to that ball to show up in your camera view, but will not make contact with the ball, and it's Thunderbirds for the time being holding on to this 2-goal lead.
Big clear. Trying to see if they can get one more from the corner. Oh, to the backboard. Aqua with the read. It's going to be on target, but a double-layered defense as Othos will dig it out. Looking to get a nice flick beyond Nudging. They do. D-Siphon Chase takes midfield. Looks to be able to contend against one more. Greater dig. They will be slapped, but it will be Ramen. We'll be able to stand up sound. A double commit. The Bandits haven't been able to find Paydirt as of yet. Another big save for the Thunderbirds.
Off the sidewall it goes. D-Scythe gonna backflip to get possession of that ball. Othos double tap off the... Oh! They had it. They had the placement too, but Nudging coming across from that own corner. Maybe a transition play actually. Nudging open out to shoot at, and Ramen will get in the way. Aqua, second attempt, a roller. Nudging back past the D-Scythe. Look at the play D-Scythe with the mind games. This is why the Thunderbirds are looking like they're going to come out of this group as the 1 seed. Look at the team play here.
Oh, and D-Scythe playing it slow. That was great. That was stupendous. Playing for the sure thing and making sure that there was a pass to give to their teammate. Selfless play. They're going for the Spanish kickoff. Actually, no. This one will be found almost immediately as they have to nudge it on back. D-Scythe. Oh, a little bit of a kick in the side. They're like, stop doing fakes. That's rude.
Yeah, Ramen says, hey, you guys eliminated us. You guys are also toying with us. Get off my field. Remove them from the turf. But they are still 3 goals down. Make it 4. Aqua able to bury that one off of Nudging's pass. Nudging just taking on the whole team. Good flick over one, being Els with that second one. And third man was going for corner boost in the opposite side. It's going to be 4-0 Thunderbirds, and this is looking like a runaway locomotive.
Yep. This one had the chance to be the Bandits' redemption arc, and sadly, they're unable to do much more than exist within it. Ramen, can he catch up soon enough? Look at the double commit. T-Scythe and Aqua. Nudge is like, okay, guys, fine. Nudging will get the credit, and he'll be able to scoop this one and score. Everyone just double committing up. This is Thunderbirds realizing that the finish line is in sight.
Yep, and just going out with a bang here in this week 1 of playoffs, day 1 for the Champ League. Taking that number 1 seed, almost definitely at this point, into day 2. And they'll be waiting in angst to see who their opponent is coming out of Group B, which we will see shortly following this game. Ramen trying to get one for his squad, but we'll miss that one wide right. And it's Nudging actually chasing down this ball, able to get a touch, but it's around his teammate instead. Actually made it worse for wear for his team. Othos, he's flashed a couple times with the solo play, and oh no! Els coming out of the Thunderbirds net will get the save for the Thunderbirds.
Man, Bandits can't even buy a goal. They've tried to steal a few. They can't even purchase one with Bitcoin. No pre-flip clip to be had. They had a good run. They were able to come to the playoffs, make big statements when they could. Ultimately, this wasn't to be. It's going to be the Avalanche that you never got to see that will be moving on into the playoffs alongside the undefeated Thunderbirds, who went 3-0 in groups. I say undefeated just from a group stage play. They dropped a few in the regular season, but they're looking primed. They're looking pretty darn good. And they're looking like they're ready to dominate. Number 1 seed from Group A. Who will be number 2 out of Group B? We're soon to find out. But for right now, they can celebrate a straight sweep of the Bandits.
Yeah, very convincing win there. And it would have had to have been a gentleman's sweep for the Bandits to come back. Ultimately, does not happen. Thunderbirds, a convincing win here. Convincing performance in groups, period. We thought Els might have been the catalyst for this Bandit squad, and not even able to take a game. Thunderbirds 3-0 in groups. Avalanche 2-1, 9-2, 7-4 in games respectively. And they will be your ones progressing on to day 2.
Oh boy, 1 group down, 1 group to go. Group B for the Champion League. 4 teams, 6 matches, 3 rounds, and only 2 can be able to survive to be able to get through it. Quanzek, you and I, we have at least 3 more matches to cast. So it's gonna be a blast. We'll be back right after this.
Let's lose our mind.
Let me get funky. Let me get funky. We gon' make you move from side to side. We gon' make you lose all inside your mind. Oh, we gon' get you through this just for one more high. So baby, let's solve it tonight. We gon' make you move. We gon' make you move.
When you step into the light, you're never there for long. Rush into a ride, but you're already gone. It may break my heart, but you do what you want. I give all I am to you, I give a lot.
This is house. This is house.
I'm already gone.
Okay. You don't wanna see me with it.
For a minute, gotta find a tempo. Find a tempo. Gotta find a tempo. Stop. the tempo. Got the keys to the car. Gonna head ahead to the bar, head to the bar. All the bottles to the lean, now, lean, now. Got the keys to the car. Gonna head ahead to the bar, head to the bar. All the bottles to the lean, now, lean, please. On the tempo.
Everybody in San Francisco. Everybody in San Francisco. Send your podcast to the great boy.
Thank you for your fantastic patience. You have been like that all day, all evening long. I'm Hell Monkman in the booth alongside Quanzek, and it's time for Group B, Quanzek. We got to see Group A, and with the Avalanche coming in at the number 2 position, and of course the Thunderbirds, nice 3-0 and a nice sweep to end it out. But we wash our hands of that. We go into a fresh slate, and you know, a little bit of sanitizer at the end of washing your hands is always good as well. But who will be sanitized from this group and who will be making the top 2? We've got the Penguins and the Hellhounds to start our kit this one, and on the other side of that, off stream, it'll be the Knights and the Phantoms. You won't see the Phantoms tonight, and apparently so far the winning factor is at least 3 times out of 4 has been, or 3 times out of 3 has been to not be seen. So let's look at this. Hellhounds and Penguins. You've got Thunder on one side, and you got our boy Dino Nut on the other. He's never been afraid. I've never seen him be afraid. Should he be afraid?
He's not gonna be afraid. We all know Dino. He'll be messing in comms, going for non-stop squishy saves. That's just Dino.
Yeah.
What I'm really curious to see, Hellhounds made a run at the end of the season, and I've heard a few people say it's just because they didn't show up and they're actually a really good team, blah, blah, blah. But you know, you're going up against Thunder, which is Thunder. We're all aware of who he is, the type of player that he can be. So I'm curious as to what the dynamic between these two teams look like to start off their group, and either one of them trying to get off to a very hot start. And you know, this Penguin squad essentially hand-picked, as we may get underway with only 2 players on the pitch for the Penguins, and we're gonna have to reset.
We'll keep going. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. We'll keep going.
You're not asking for it?
Apparently, no one's asking for it. So
We're
it's
vibing, I guess.
we're good. We're good. We're solid. We're solid. Okay. But for right now, in red will be the Hellhounds, and in that lovely gray, blue to whatever will be your Penguins. And we don't do new Penguins in around here. Actually, I forgot to put them in. I apologize for that. We'll put it in. If the Penguins make the championships, they get to make it to the new board, okay? All right, I forgot about it. That's mostly just my excuse because my bad. Oh, trying to get one early. Then Tachi gets booted out of the way by Lumi. And this is a squad that people are like, oh man, it's got Thunder. And you know, of course it's got Thunder, but it's also got Jack and Lumi, and that I think the good vibes and the chemistry are gonna have to be what wins it out, because they're facing against a Mura. The Hellhounds are no slouch.
Is JKY Jack just confirming?
Yeah.
Do we know? Okay. So that means it's only Hellhounds not playing at their full roster. They have Spintachi out on the pitch instead. Spintachi out on the pitch instead of is it Ski Boy? Let me double check. I just pulled this up. Yeah, Ski Boy. Their number one overall, or number one pick rather, is not playing. It's just Emra, Dino, and Spintachi. So don't know what's up with that, but it looks like it doesn't matter as they do get the first opening goal.
Ski Boy, maybe he'll appear later, but for right now, yeah, just like you said, doesn't really pose as a factor of issue if they're able to at least get these scores. And you know, this is also a matter of ideals. Does the top pick give you that best winning factor, especially in Champ League? It can in some other leagues, but no. Really depends. Dino's gonna be able to get it clear as this one falls from corner in. Thunder looking for options. He's trying to feed it back over to Lumi. Lumi over into the net, maybe. Oh, and the finishing will not be there. Jack will set it up over to Thunder, and this, oh my goodness, more defense out of the Hellhounds.
I mean, they are being tested early. Another one gonna go wide, but look at the saves coming out. Last second diving attempts by this Hellhound squad, and now they're looking to go the other way. Dino off the backboard, cut off by Thunder. And that EU9 decal, very white car. Emra off the backboard, actually going to try to follow it up, but Thunder will intercept that one, pitch towards the net. Dino, quick reaction to respond to that one. They will follow it up with the pinch. Jack to Thunder, Thunder towards the net, cut off by Spintachi, and Spin the Hellhounds doing so well defensively to shut down this Penguins onslaught of shots before they're able to generate a goal.
Oh, but you gotta watch out. One single mistake can be punished. Jack to the backboard. It's a little bit high and wide and a little bit too close is Lumi. Thunderbirds. Not Thunderbirds. It's a bird, but it's Penguins. It had slightly similar colors, just so being so light. Trying to press in, and they have pressed in. They haven't really left. If they overrun their own shooting lane and passing zone, then maybe they'll give the Hellhounds a crease to work out of. But so far, they've been bled out. That's a demo after a boost steal. Thunder will jump, but Amura is coming up large. Counterplay will be found by Lumi.
I mean, after that initial goal, it's just been defense for this, for this Thunderbird squad. And it's been Emra stepping up big time to get these saves. This might be another one. They will delay the shot for long enough. So force him to, I can't speak. I'm so excited. Spintachi to come through, gets the shot on the open net. And, you know, despite all that action, despite me fumbling my words, it'll be Spintachi not fumbling the shot, will hit the open net. And the Penguins just very high octane offense, but doesn't matter with these transition plays and defense holding strong for the Hellhounds.
Despite all odds, putting on this flurry has finally rendered one. Thunder goes up and lightning strike comes down to Murrow. That's the first defensive touch he's missed, and this will be cut this lead in half.
All it took was one mistake defensively, and now Penguins on the board. Emra trying to get it back with a double touch on his own. It's gonna be Dino to the ceiling. Thunder a little bit awkward, but Spintachi doesn't commit. Lumi pancakes that one on the sidewall. Thunder attempts to drive it along that left sidewall. Jack gonna fake it, but won't be able to land on top of it. We'll find a bump that makes this awkward as there's bumps abound and whiffs abound. It will eventually be Emra to stop the chaos over the middle, but Lumi first one there. Thunder gonna cut rotation, take a shot on. It sets off the backboard, looking for Jack. Again, off the backboard, but no actual shots are created off of that opportunity, and it's still Hellhounds. Despite the limited possession play, they're still on top in this game. Although this could be it. Dino rushes back and gets the crucial touch.
Oh, it is stressful if you're the Hellhounds. You are consistently like, oh my God, I have to get this touch, must make this rotation. It is a blitzkrieg from the Penguins as they slide together. But even so, they've only been able to get the one, and it was off of a kickoff rotation. Lumi's at the midfield. It's taken away by Dino Knot, who again is pre-flipping, gets it right in the face and slaps Thunder. Lumi's got a chance. Chip shot, wide angle. Can he center it over to Jack? It's a miss, it's a whiff, it's gonna go in, oh no! It's gonna be an own goal, we're tied at 2.
Hellhounds did more of the offensive work than the Penguins did. Lumi hits it off the backboard, and it's 2 whiffs coming out, and then Sventachi shooting it into his own net. I understand there's a player there from the Penguins that getting ready to shoot. And Sventachi was put in a very difficult situation considering Emera and Dino both missed the ball, but man, to have the 2-1 lead, especially after all those saves come out, immediately erased off of an own goal in the waning seconds of this game, and oh my, Jack can't get it. He doesn't get high enough above the ball, and this will touch ground for OT. That would have been the most insane comeback by Penguins in the weirdest of manners in order to finish that one before it hits OT, but we do have OT in game 1 despite you not expecting it after what we saw.
Sventachi. He was both the hero and the zero after a couple of different tries. And he wants to be able to get it back. This one will drop into the box. About 4 separate cars are all at the same post. A demo will occur. Get rid of one. The approach and the offense will be thinned out all for the moment. Oh, but same return to sender. And Mura was the address, and he's unknown until he respawns again. He has been coming up big for the defense, and it just is a melee. It's a Michael Bay film, and this production is made possible by the Penguins themselves.
The Penguins getting involved. Imagine Happy Feet, but it's the apocalypse with these explosions. Sventachi into the corner, looking to create some goal explosions of his own here, maybe. That one off the corner. Jack sending it out to the midfield sidewall. Dino will intercept, but Thunder booms it back the other way. Emera has to get there, but it's not where touched. Get it with the wheels to follow it up, but all the boost is used, and it's just gonna fall to Sventachi. Gets the flip and the fake, but Thunder gets in the way for 2 saves of his own.
Uh-oh. This is a foot race, as we have Dino sprinting all the way back with Sventachi was at the goal line, luckily for him. Jack sends it over in mid. Can Thunder be able to extend? Oh, goodness. He has to get a double off his own backboard. Sends it safely to the corner, but is it safe enough? And Mura is center. Doesn't follow up. Well, the third. Dino's already pre-jumping. He can't get around Lumi. And now we go to the midfield. A run by Jack. Extends it high. Lumi goes down, and that's on target. Bart down Scannon. It was 2-0. A 3-goal run, and the Penguins take game 1.
Emera tried their best, but Lumi was just better. Emera puts themselves in a position to cover up as much of the net as possible. They're the sole ones back with a free shot coming out, and you have to guard the bottom of the net. So they did, and they thought they had enough of the top guarded as well, but look at the placement from that shot by Lumi. Tipping that one just hard enough so it gets over Emera and under and off the crossbar and in. Great way to finish OT, but man, that one definitely put me on the edge of my seat, and that was only game 1. It was a weird way how we got to overtime, but we got there regardless, and this should be a great series.
I mean, I'm hoping so. After seeing all that in a bag of chips, that was amazing. So we're going to be able to go into this. We're going to reset the server. We're going to use same info in case you guys are out there listening. Quanzek, I know you are as well. So we'll get Hellhounds and the Penguins, faded rivals, and really think about it. Their GMs, and of course, just thematically, hot and cold. That was that was a team from the Hellhounds. They're starting down, I guess, in their upper personnel. So they were able to get that early lead, but it was the just consistent striking from the Penguins that just mowed them, pushed them back to the wall, heels digging in, but they eventually broke down. The counterplays just so lethal time and again.
100%. That opening goal was found by the Hellhounds along with the transition play, but offense just too fast, too furious for the Penguins as they're gonna get their way into Tokyo and maybe drift around here. If only we were on Neo Tokyo, that would have been so much better for the segue. Instead, we find ourselves on a wasteland. Maybe we get more of that Michael Bay action here with the map surrounding it. Jack into the middle for Thunder. Thunder towards the net. Sventachi will be able to backfoot for the save, and Emera gets the ensuing clear, but no opening goal here for the Hellhounds early.
Dinonaut. Oh, it's Thunder. Ever since Dinonaut went and slapped Thunder in the face, they have been going against each other, and Mura will be able to get it. What in the world happened? Hold on.
It's the most unintended give and go I've ever seen.
Oh, oh, wow! Just off his noggin and a doink in transition in stride. And the Hellhounds are up first.
That's how 5-brain Emra is. Absolutely big brain 5-head. Just, you know, Spintachi wasn't even aware, but he's like, you know what? I'm going to use you as my own backward into the double touch. But all that for naught. Jack immediately putting this one into the open net. All it took was a good 50 by Thunder onto Emra, just gets above them, and Jack's lying there in the weights. 1-1. As you know, we have a little fun on 420.
We do. And, you know, it was a great early leap. Instead of riding the wall to keep kind of magnetized to it on that momentum out of Thunder, he leaped off early so he can make that in more of a straight vector and challenge onto Emra to keep that ball going and give that chance over to Jack. Oh, a slap down. Lumi looking for the third man, who should be in the wings. Will be Thunder actually coming back over to Lumi. He'll turn around almost immediately. Dino, though, lose possession. He goes man-to-man with it. This has been a turnabout. First minute of play. Penguins are not waiting for long to be able to find profits on their strikes. That's a handoff. Lumi over to Jack. Thunder will be slightly harassed. That's about it. It's more of a verbal tongue lashing than it is anything. And so the Hellhounds go forward again.
You know, 16 stones will break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Not true in this specific instance, and not true, you know, in life, period. Emotional damage. Sometimes a lot more damaging than the physical side of things, but it's going to be Dino getting physical in the net, going through that bump to find the save. Jack into the middle for Thunder, but he should be beat out by Emra. Decided to play it slow, take the 50, and Spintachi is there in the weights. Missed by Lumi, but Jack diving save. Emra, absolute logo sniper there, puts it right into Jack for the most part. So that golden opportunity becomes a relatively easy save as Lumi from his own backboard gets the flip, gets the touch, and Spintachi will be able to rise to the occasion, climb that ladder with Thunder shot coming on.
Oh, looking for the bump. It's so much muscle, but Thunder will save his life. Oh, that was Lumi on the goal line. It was one big 50-50 to win. Had to sumo wrestle it, but this has now gone the other direction. A shot will be just short of the pipe. Your side post under contest by the Penguins. Mura can't quite get a read. Thunder all the way out to Jack. Oh, he overruns it by just an extra step, but Lumi will try and keep this offensive press going. Thunder with a strike. It goes wide open. No, Mura. Both these teams so impressive, and they continue to strike. Oh my goodness, the Penguins will be in the lead.
There's only so many last second saves to be had. It's a matter of time before things are going to break down. And you know, it's a 74-mile-an-hour shot by Thunder into that upper 90 of the net. That one's definitely going to be difficult to find a last-second save on. Jack to himself off the backboard actually finds it, but runs out of boost to get back around the ball, going the other way. Hellhounds, you know, they're down this time around. They were able to hold on until OT and then drop the game. Now let's see if they can bring back that offense, considering just how dominant this Penguin squad has looked.
Looking for the give and go. The 1-2 redirect will not be able to be on target to the ceiling. A touch will be had, but control is lost as Spintachi extends this pitch. Trying to give it back to him. Spintachi has a strike. Oh, what a placement shot. But the defense is there in numbers for the Penguins. They're sticking together. 135 coming up. Dino. Can he get it over to Mura? Mura will just be short and slow. Spintachi will air it out, if only to give a chance for the Hellhounds to recover on their rotations. They go back to the drawing board and they go back to offense.
Spintachi. Chip touch to Amura, lying on that upper corner of the wall. Dino hits it with the rear end, that spoiler of the Octane. Lumi goes underneath though with the mind games, but Dino, it actually puts him in a unique position for that bump after getting baited in by the fake. Somehow works out for this Hellhound squad. Emra playing it safe, beats out two, and Emerald shot comes up by Dino. I'm shocked he got there and the shot was good, but could not get the angle. Spintachi could not find it either. And it's Hellhound still looking for that equalizer. This could be it. Dino looking for the pancake, but Emmer gets demoed. Spintachi going to commit. It's on, going for the double tap, and they have it. It was only a matter of time. Spintachi able to beat out three. Enough velocity on that ball to beat out the rising Lumi to the touch. And, you know, Hellhounds just able to regroup and rally late in this one to find that equalizer.
I love that Spintachi was like, I have to go for this no matter what. He bopped it up and then was immediately going for his aerial to say, all right, dunk time, gotta make it happen. And because of the placement and the miss, he was there in the most opportune just position to punish. 25 seconds and now less. Spintachi again. They may not have their #1 pick, but they've got a whole lot of worth in what they do have. The Hellhounds will move forward. Amura, can he get there? Not quite. Jack will miss. As a Thunder over to Jack, and they've got that as an option. Oh no, it's a free neck, and Jack outpaces everyone. That's a demo, and Jack has to make a flick. It's over the Lumi. Spintachi's there. Thunder will he keep it alive? He does. Lumi with a redirect, but it's killed to the corner. Does this find his way off the wall? It finds its way to the ground, and we find our way into OT.
Oh, it's definitely one of OT. There were 3 players there diving at the ball to make sure it hit the turf. Thunder initially off the kickoff, gonna take a shot. That's gonna be Emra's easiest save of this series. Back into the middle where Thunder will fortunately be. And we have OT yet again. Do we see the same scoreline in 3-2 to the Penguins, or is it flipped this time around? Thunder pop into Lumi. Lumi to the backboard. This one's out to the middle, but Dino intercepting it before it can make its way into Jack's lap.
Troll being gained at the archway and immediately handed off over to Thunder, but accidental touches. That one's on target. It's now airborne. Gonna try and elongate this possession by sending it back to the ceiling, and that was an approach for Thunder to be able to come up and take a strike, but Lumi couldn't get it over. The 1, the 2, crossbar, the 3rd, it's off. Oh, the secondary approach, but it's secured. Lumi and the Penguins, 3-2 again. They're on match point.
It's almost better that Jack missed on that shot. Had it been on target, I think Emra gets the save. But because he missed, he pulls out Emra as the final defender. And then it's scored by the 3rd member of the Penguins to put that one and win their 2nd game 3-2 in overtime. What do you do if you're the Hellhounds here, Monkey? They look good against one of the more dominant teams in the league, especially without their first pick, but they just cannot seem to close out either one of these games, and the mentality's definitely got to be struggling, not just in the series, but moving on to the rest of the day. How do you regain?
I mean, you honestly just have to keep playing the same way. They allowed too many just shooting opportunities for the Penguins, which has been just so true for a while. I mean, how could you not, though? They've been just so fast. So you got to be able to match their pace, but also stay tricky and stay in their face like they have this entire time. If we've seen a lot of physical play, even if it's only slightest of disruptions, just reminders that, hey, we exist. Just a little bit of a rub here on the side of your fender there and making sure you respect where they are in the rotation. But it's about finishing form and factor and just having a more stellar and pressing offensive.
Dino does get a car change here from the Octane into a Christmas-themed Dominus. He's getting ready for the season in May. Maybe getting ready for the season 2 win, but I think Dino's more associated with the Dominus than he is the Octane, so maybe this is a comfortability pick. Oh my gosh, what a save by Luby, but Emra just gets big, able to body 2 of them to force that ball into the net, and what a play here by the Hellhounds.
Wee woo. That is Amura going all in. He's like, that ball is there. I have to body this and pray that I have more inertia than my opponents at the goal line. And, you know, it doesn't matter if it's Christmas. He's looking for gifts. And a putback is Thunder. And again, it's an immediate response from the Penguins.
Yeah, Spintachi just forced to answer this off of going for that corner boost. Cannot make the read, cannot make the follow-up with Thunder's placement there on the right side. And all that effort by the 3-man play of the Hellhounds with Emra shoving that ball in last second, immediately brought to the ground by that Thunder double touch. Here he is again, man of the hour. Granted, maybe just man of our hearts, man of the day, man of the league, whatever you want to call him. He's definitely one of the favorites. Some are not able to find the double touch, but it's Dino. Free shot on net. It's on, but Thunder, who else to get the save?
Oh, Amura will be able to catch it before Thunder can make that read. And as an update, we do have a report of the Phantoms having 3-0'd the Knights. And again, it's about who's off stream. That's a demo. Oh, The killjoy right there. Jack trying to make sure he doesn't own goal. This one will go beyond the Hellhound's reach, but Spintachi with a quick spin around. Looking to be able to keep this one impressed in the near side zone. A minute and a half has bled off this clock, and Hellhounds are burning hot, but they got to keep up that heat.
Thunder already with the savior middle. With that save, he has 3 on the game, and we're only a minute and a half in. At this rate, he's going to have 10 saves by the time everything is over. Dino to Spintachi, cut off by Jack. And now here come the Penguins on a transition. Jack has Lumi. As an outlet pass, and this one actually is going to go to him from the ceiling. Dino gets the read first, though, and back the other way go Hellhounds. Amura to Spintachi, Spintachi back to Amura. A little give and go, but they lost all that momentum on the back pass, and it'll be forced back into the Hellhounds net with Spintachi getting the save.
I think they prefer to at least not allow possession by the Penguins, even if they can't quite get it clear. Oh my goodness! Another save by Thunder. Trapping in front of the crossbar. Can Amura be able to get it? Placement to the bar. Is there a follow? No, because the rotation had just sent 2. Bit of a dunk down by Dino. Can the shot go through? Oh my goodness! Another one by Thunder. He has a steel wall.
You cannot break through Thunder right now. They've tried and tried again. The one time Emmer was able to play it around Thunder, guess what happened? They hit 2 posts. Thunder has 5 saves in half of the game. He cannot. He is a brick wall in net right now, and he will not let anything get through. And especially considering this is the first game Hellhounds have had the more dominating offense, it's got to be demoralizing that they cannot score.
Oh, looking for the 360 no scope is Dino. Already rising to the occasion though. Spintachi can't quite feed it back to Amura. The takeaway by Dino. You know he's going to be pre-jumping kind of everything. He's going to try and keep to this rotation as best as he can. I mean, he already did it on top of Amura right there, but he's also going to be going for a lot more heat to be able to get behind this ball. Spintachi to the wall one more time. He will be able to escape Lumi. Can he escape the clutches of Thunder? No, it doesn't matter because Jack is able to be there in surplus.
I know. Trying to help out his team in any way, shape, or form. They need to break through Thunder. He's not in net for this time around, but Lumi will help his first round pick. Thunder gets demoed for his efforts there in the corner. Ember with the ball on his hood, flicking it over the top of Jack and over Lumi, but Thunder will be back before Dino can get there, and that's another save in his pocket. Lumi looking for a bump, able to find it, but there's no immediate follow-up. That could have been the go-ahead goal. Jack not able to find it off the corner either. That one's off the backboard, but this game seems to be slowing down. The rotation coming to a little bit of a lull for either one of these teams. They don't want to make the mistake with only 40 seconds left on the clock, and we might see our 3rd OT in a row.
Oh my goodness. Well, we have a couple of last strikes. It will be a 1-goal game. Will this be all that they need on the side of the Penguins to 3-0? Spintachi, a bump onto him. This is the barrage. They had lulled this into a false sense of security. That's a big save. The demo gets put back. It's Thunder trying to force it from the corner. All eyes are on him, and all eyes are spinning. All heads are turning around. Can the Penguins end this in regulation, or do we go to a dramatic finish? Hellhounds trying not to get swept. It feels like they haven't been, but we've only gotten to game number 3. That's nearby. They get it away from Jack and Lumi. Thunder lurking in the shadows. He's at the midfield line. There will be now a securance on the defense, making sure they can extend this all the way. It goes down to the ground. In OT, we go 3 times in a row.
Let's see if it's the same fate. This one, luckily for the Hellhounds, isn't the same scoreline. It's 1-1 and not 2-2. So maybe that means the tide will change for them. Spintachi off the sidewall, only 12 boost. Will meet Thunder at that ball. And this one will get played downfield. Amura waiting patiently, but it's gonna be Thunder. Okay, I thought Amura may have thrown there as the catch got too far in front of him, but Thunder hits the crossbar and comes back out. Hellhound's gonna be hanging on by a thread here after that shot goes banging off the post, but Thunder looking to capitalize. Won't be able to find the flip, but fakes out Dino. The last second save by Spintachi, though. He holds strong on that back goal line.
Oh my goodness, this one's dropping down. Jack could end it. He ends up cross-cutting. He's gonna chase after it, get one more, elevate, and put it into the high side corner. Will be looking to escape as Spintachi has to get a second touch. Gets the low side 50. Dino against the world. He'll be taken on and lost to by Jack. Spintachi, he has boost on the opposite corner. He has to get back. It will go up high. Very lucky. The drop down. Is it there? No! Thunder steamed away. Looking for the counter clear, but the shots keep coming. But they will have to be running. Thunder will be imposed upon, and the Hellhounds will now go downfield to strike.
Thunder immediately gonna shut down that Hellhounds offensive, as it's just been all the Penguins. They have the Hellhounds number in this overtime. Hellhounds are struggling to break out. Emmerich gonna chip it to himself with enough boost to make a play here on the sidewall. Just gonna play it patiently, bait in Lumi and take a 50. This one gonna ricochet over to that sidewall. Spintachi will find the touch first, looking for a dunk, but won't be able to find it. This is actually awkward.
Boy.
This could win it. It does. Oh no, Hellhounds! They're gonna drop the third game in a row in overtime, and they lose the series off of a careening ball from the ceiling.
Oh.
Oh no.
Wow. All right. It took 3 games. Not the way I thought that would happen, but we move on. 1-0, 3-0. Go the Penguins. Opposite end of that, Hellhounds. It will drop to 0-1, 0-3. And you look at the opposite side of things, that's we have a couple of 1-0s, 3-0s. Let's see, who is playing next? Let's look at it. We're gonna have Penguins versus Knights. If the Penguins and the Phantoms win their individual games, they automatically are both in the playoffs, and Knights and Hellhounds are automatically out. That's something to think about as we go into this break. So, I mean, Quanzek, what? Hellhounds, they should be able to stand up against the Phantoms, right?
My heart's broken. They should definitely be able to, but how? I mean, Hellhounds look like they could have gone all the way against this Penguins team, and to lose every single game in overtime, especially when the final and last tiebreaker for these games is going to be point differential. They got swept, went down 3 in games, but only 3 in goals. That's just so... Oh, I feel for you, Hellhounds. My heart is with you, but I have faith that they're going to do well against the Phantoms, and if that happens and prove to 1-1, they're going to have a little bit more control as to what their destiny looks like in that final third match, but we'll have to see how everything develops moving here into the next round of matches.
There's always a lot of math that happens in these, and we're going to have to check out all the math, but right now the math is easy. For both the Phantoms and the Penguins, just win, and you're in. We'll be taking a break. Let's see what happens in round 2.
Podcast of the great boy. Hey, put you in your place, look. Leave your thoughts on the board like Facebook. Yo, got that from Playboy. Send your podcast to the great boy. Hey, put you in your place, look. Leave your thoughts on the board like Facebook. Yo, send your podcast to the great boy. Send your podcast to the great boy. Podcast to the great boy. Send your podcast to the great. Hey, hey, yo, yo. Hey, hey, yo, yo.
got his. I don't give a fuck. Hold this meat. Hold this meat. Hold this meat. Hold this meat. Motherfucker, stop pretending. Stop pretending. Stop pretending. Stop.
Walked you home, but I slowed up at the door. Didn't think I'd start a war. Whoa, I don't know if we got too comfortable. Who was right and who was wrong? Wrong. I had you running in circles. You had us fighting on purpose, but still I take the blame. With all the cracks in the pavement, it felt like nothing could save us, and so I walked away. When I thought that I'd be better, thought that I'd be better without you. Back when I thought that I'd be better, thought that I'd be better without you. I pushed you away to be on my own. Never know what I had till I let you go. Back when I thought that I'd be better, thought that I'd be better, thought that I'd be better without you.
I'm exhausted tonight 'cause I can't sleep. No, I can't sleep. I'll just lie awake tonight 'cause I can't sleep without you beside me. But I can't sleep. But I can't sleep. I can't sleep.
In our universe, we are all alone. In our lonely hearts, we search for a way back home. They gotta find a way, gotta find a way, find a way back home. Thought that I'd be better, thought that I'd be better, thought that I'd be better without you.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here for round number 2 of the Champion League group stage playoffs. We're here at the Season 11 Frontline Draft Series. I'm still Hail Monkey Man. I don't know if you knew that or not, but I need to remind you sometimes because you seem like you doubt me. But also don't doubt that Quanzek is right over there. He's been hanging out with me for a while, and he'll be here with me for at least this match and the second one that will be coming up. The third, though, could be penultimate, depending upon what's happening in this. And Quanzek, what do we got on the docket? Well, who's playing next?
This one's going to be Knights and Penguins. So both of these teams are coming off the sweep. We just saw the Penguins on stream taking a sweep over the Hellhounds, all by 1 goal margins, all in overtime. But they did still sweep regardless. Knights are coming off a 3-0 sweep over the Phantoms, which seemed to me to be a lot more convincing. They won the first game 3-0. The other 2 were still 1-goal games, but regardless, it's a battle of the Titans here so far in this Group B after both of them started with 3-0 sweeps.
So wait, did the Knights sweep or did the Knights get swept?
Oh, Knights got swept. I got my teams mixed up for some reason.
All right.
Thank you for checking me on that one.
I was like, I don't know if that what I wrote down was wrong or okay. I'm glad.
Oh, yeah, thank you for checking me.
Okay, cool. So we come into this with a must-needed win for the Knights. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. These kids gotta have guts, and we gotta be able to see if they're gonna protect their butts. We're gonna go into this one. Oopsie daisies, I forgot to change the scoreboard. Forgive me, everyone. There, it's fixed.
This is actually Ventrix got to clear that turn to a shot all the way down the opposite end, but wouldn't it be crazy, Monkey? Imagine if the Hellhounds swept the Phantoms and Knights swept the Penguins. We have 1-1, 3-3 across the board.
I would hate and love that because there's a lot of math that would end up happening. Because then you'd be like, all right, everyone's just, this final match matters. You basically win and you're in. That's how that would turn both matches. That'd be great.
Would be lots of fun, but you know, that's to be decided. This Penguins team, let's see how this Knights team fares against them, who the Knights were at the top of the standings for a while, but did drop the ball in the waning stages of the season. But let's see what this roster has to bring to the table against the Penguins team feeling hot coming off after that 3-0 sweep.
They had a lot of offense, and you know, we talk about 3-0 sweeps, and obviously it says 3-0, not 3 plus whatever, but those were all 1-point wins, all of them, and all OT. And though the Hellhounds kind of flopped it at the end, it was still very much within reach. Oh goodness, Lumi! Be careful.
Giving yourself, your team, the fans all a heart attack. That was he didn't own goal, but that was as close as you could get to own goaling as Thunder. What the? That's a boomer and a half into the opposite corner. Right back the other way we go with Ventrix. We're playing like 4 corners right now. Remember that game when you were a child? That ball has hit every single side of this field. And this could be Electro with the first goal, and say he's going to chip it up and above the Penguins' crossbar.
I'm not gonna lie, I've forgotten how old school 4 corners worked like that, but I know 4 corners when it comes to bingo, because you have to get like the 4 corners of the bingo mat. I don't know. We're going to have to talk about those rules. A strike will be available a little bit too high as they had to get it around the defender. An extra touch will actually be a little bit too much. Lumi against 3 just to extend this pitch and get the Penguins out of harm's way.
From what I remember, 4 corners is just like a bigger musical chairs. You basically walk around, you pick a corner when like the music stops or they say stop, whatever the case is. If they say your number, then all those people are eliminated.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, very much a Squid Game. Lumi will be able to get this one out again. Similar side of the post. This time it was very much necessary for him to be able to make that touch. 2:10. This is rapidly just kind of depleted on the clock. This one will be on target. Lumi with a giveaway, but not quite. Electro comes back to it. There's a lot of EU fans out here. A lot of EU skins.
Yeah, we got the representation here. There's been a few diving saves on either side. This is more of a defensive game than anything else, but that one actually gonna make its way in. This is Thunder's second goal in a row, technically, that goes in off of just a wild bounce.
Whew. You know what? Every single time anyone fails at the goal line, it's because a shot was put nearby and forced them to make a decision. So even though it's not, not the most thought out of, hey, this is definitely going in types of strikes, it definitely puts your opponent's defense in a position that they have to choose. So give them credit. And 90 seconds are about to be all that's left on this clock here in game one. That's just a 1-0 game.
Jack looking this one the distance, and it's Electro off his own backboard. Ventrix can't actually find the ball, will eventually make contact, but not the touch he was looking for. Jack jumps from his own, like facing his own net. A little bit awkward there, and he will force the double commit. Ventrix trying to go with a low 50 on Thunder. Majestic beating out Jack there on the sidewall, but the Knights have had a few like opportunities regarding passing plays, but it's almost always broken up before that ball can get into the midfield.
They're broken via their own devices, as their rotations have been off, really haven't been cleanly fielded. Possession really isn't the name of the game. And we were talking about the haha, maybe seeing a opposite sweep and get everyone to equalizers across the board. I don't think that's going to happen. Knights are on a path for elimination if they continue to play like this against a very stingy, stalwart style defense and offense from the Penguins. Still 20 seconds left on the board. They got to do something now.
Guess how many shots the Penguins have? Don't look, just take a wild guess.
I can't look at it. Well, I could look, but I'm going to say 10.
They have 4.
Oh,
Guess how many shots the Knights have?
none.
They have 7.
What? Oh, baby!
There's 8.
Well, you know what? Sometimes the math just doesn't add up. You just have to have one big beat, and Ventrix will find it in transition. Whew!
That could not have come at a better time. Ventrix just being able to cut across, be first to that ball, and look at the power that they had to get that one on target. This one could actually be dangerous off the kickoff, though. Electro running from the Vanguard League in his first season in Champ, gonna drop that one overtime, and he's on this Knights roster that's finding themselves in the playoffs, looking to avoid elimination. Here's Jack from the kickoff, awkwardly off the sidewall, won't be able to catch up, but Lumi first there, this ball's on target. Ventrix gets a pass out, was looking for Majestic, but Majestic doesn't want it. This one could be dangerous now on the Knights backboard. Lumi first up, dropping it to himself, but Ventrix finally will find the clear after that initial kickoff for the Knights.
Trying to upend this pitch of the Penguins as they stretch it wide. They do a very good job of identifying open zones and then finding each other in midfield space for these transitions. Now Lumi will take control. He's going on a one-on-one venture. That was a weird one. They got a bop on the player and then a bop on the ball, and it was a double win. Oh, Thunder, he has shooting lane. Ventrix won't be able to chase after it, so he's gonna have to go to that near side post defensive push. Majestic just goes away from Thunder, and you saw Thunder rock the horse, rock the boat with his car, thinking he could get a bump. No dice. First minute of play, the Knights will press up.
Thunder off that sidewall. Oh, it's gonna be Electro into the middle, but not a ton of purpose behind that touch. I think they're trying to go to the opposite corner. It's Thunder with the redirect. That's gonna go straight down. Ventrix will have the read though, and it's Majestic, no boost. That's a shot opportunity, but they won't be able to find it. Did make Jack awkward with the bump threat, but no dice coming for this Knights team. They keep on trying to make plays happen, but there's always something that falls apart just before the execution happens, whether it's no boost, whether it's an awkward play on the sidewall, whether it's some sort of bump that comes out. The Knights have been so close every single time, but they're not catching a break here.
Trying to find a break away is Electro. Can he be electric? Not quite. Oh, redirect. Oh boy. Luckily, Ventrix, he's always been a much more defensively based player. He always contends to hold on to the midfield line or as a third man position, make sure nothing can get behind his team, and then try to just be sure-handed whenever things may go awry. Majestic called up after Electro will drop it. He's able to extend this pitch. It's the boost. No ball, no player. Maybe Thunder will be able to end this one here. He's ended sequential OTs. This one will continue. +2 on the board.
Lumi playing that one to a sidewall. Actually going to fake out Ventrix. Will eventually find the touch, but Majestic there to follow it up. Good second man rotation. This pass out to Lumi. Lumi finds the redirect off the corner. Third man's too far away though, as that ball got downfield in a hurry. Electro looking for Ventrix, but they have no boost. Gonna opt to go for the back boost, and That's a double commit between those two players. Ventrix will bail him out though with that 50 over the top of Lumi, but Electro not able to find the touch there on the side. It's the Knights just flopping around as Lumi playing with all of them on 0 boost. A demo comes out on Thunder. This could open the net. Electro towards the net. It'll go in. It'll be Knights in almost 3 minutes of extra time in regulation, taking the win over the Penguins. I almost said the Thunders for some reason. That's all I seem to think about makes up this roster. But it'll be the Knights giving the Penguins their first game loss on the day.
I mean, you could almost name it Thunder and the Gang if you want to.
Thunder's minions. There's been a lot of those teams popping up in the Rocket League world.
It's been a ton of those menus. You got Cooksters, you got Isfixes, you got. But for what it's worth, holy cow! Let's look at that number right. Well, that's 67 touches. That's a lot for Ventrix, but that one will ultimately find its way in as the Knights. They do take it in OT. So, you know, okay, we do have still on the deck and on board the possibility for a opposite sweep, as if the Knights can be able to do that, they get themselves back to even 500, would do the same to the Penguins. But, you know, that's all of game one. That's all of one big OT. That's all of the first OT that the Penguins have dropped today. They have not played a game today that wasn't OT.
Yeah, maybe it'd be really funny to give the Penguins a taste of their own medicine. They lose 3 games in overtime. Imagine.
God. This is one of the closest champion leagues, I mean, we've ever had. Oh man, Electro will continue his scoring fest from game 1 to 2.
Just able to find the ball off kickoff and just put himself in the way for that 50 on Lumi. I don't know if Lumi had to react quickly because Jack came in like a missile from the ceiling trying to interrupt that one, and maybe Lumi was expecting a touch to be had, but regardless, Electro just able to win the 50, and it's Knights on the board first, which is very crucial considering how long it took them to find their first goal. It was 3 minutes remaining in regulation before they finally got on the board.
Good news, too, about this early strike is in the opening seconds, we've at least not seen the Penguins immediately answer. If you are a Knights fan, that's good to see because the Penguins have done exactly that. Their modicum was, all right, we let one through. We've allowed that, but we have not otherwise, we will not let this lead stand for very long. That was a great little bobsled maneuver. Oh,
I don't know what that was. It was some sort of weird two-sided wheelie while it was like, that's a weird position I've never seen in the Karma Sutra of Rocket League. It's Electro into the corner. Majestic off the side, won't be able to get back to it, although they did look for it. Thunder off the backboard, gonna try again, as will Jack, and Lumi commits as well. A little bit dangerous for the Penguins as Lumi just gonna play possession game off his own backboard. Will get helped out by Thunder, back to Lumi. That was a good play from Lumi to bail his team out of a dangerous situation after all 3 of them had pushed upfield.
I would be that guy, because right now he was banking to be able to miss. This one he does not, as Electro is able, actually no, it's Lumi with a handoff over to Thunder, and then they just combine on it to bang it in 162 kilometers per hour. I was gonna say I would be that guy that would try to double tap my own backboard to be able to get it onto a defensive like position, and then I would definitely like put it in. That's just how I do.
Yeah, there's been one too many times I've done that myself. You get the clip, I guess there's the silver lining of that.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is into your own net, into a crucial playoff game. What the heck happened there? 3-man pitch pulls its way directly into Lumi's lap, and he will capitalize. Penguins love these just fortunate ricochet goals. What the heck?
I don't even know. That was wild. That was crazy. Okay, we'll take those, is what the Penguins will say, and they'll take 2 in a row.
I don't even know. I think Thunder hit it into a Knights player, and the Knights player hit it into their teammate, and that sent it back their own way. I don't know what happened there, but that was wild.
Oh, what a save by Thunder! What? Oh, that one was a freebie, and Thunder's just too thick. Thick Thunder, because that had all the momentum from the attacker, but he got just enough in the way.
ET in the house. It's Lumi and Thunder ruling this Penguin side right now. Jack has 6 points through half a game of Rocket League, make it 8 with that most recent touch. Definitely not the best showing, but it's gotta feel good being able to get carried by your teammates. They will get bumped. Electro won't be able to find the shot though. Instead, it turns into a pass to Ventrix. Majestic will commit. turns to a pinch with Ventrix. This one to the backboard. Awkward touch by Lumi. He does find his way back there. Had to race down using his boost to catch back up to the ball, looking like Spider-Man catching Zendaya, MJ in the last movie. Sorry if that's spoilers if you still haven't seen it for whatever reason.
I haven't seen it.
Actually?
Yeah, I haven't.
Oh no!
No time. No time.
2-1 though, rather, with 2 minutes remaining in this game, and I don't know. How do you feel if you're the Knights? Because there's been 2 goals now. I mean, 2 of the Penguins' 3 goals have just been more fortunate than anything. It was that first one in game 1 where Thunder just ricocheted that and it went careening from like the corner ceiling into the net, and that one off the weird team pinch right into Lumi's lap.
I mean, I'm playing Rocket League, and something unfortunate happens to me. I'm playing Rocket League. That's about how I feel.
Yeah,
They've done a lot of great work. They just have been a step away from good fortune, but also from just being in good defensive positions. Because if that's happening and that's going to the opposite side, that means that you're either taking advantage of in just a swift moment, or you're out of position on your rotation. 1-2, a nice skip. Oh, it comes off the bank. That's gonna be a bump, and they still get it. Good shields up for the Knights. It goes the other way.
Honestly, Bluey, between that next charity incentive is a Turbo Golf League. That'd be hype. This one off of the corner, Majestic will be able to get there, but Jack gets a piece of it. It's gonna fall into Venture's lap, but he goes under. He has Majestic for an outlet pass, but it's too projected. Thunder will intercept it and take another good 50. Electro gets another 50 by Thunder. He's a one-man show, but Ventrix will find the save on Lumi. If it's Thunder there, that's another 50 into the Knights net, but they will hold on. 30 seconds for them to find this equalizer. It's their first stint into the Penguins half for the first time in what feels like a long time.
Feels like forever. Elevating, Majestic will have it taken by Thunder. No surprises there. That one will bounce up and will be a great giveaway. Actually, Ventrix, oh, he doesn't get it on target. Trying to lay it over to the side, see if they can bait any defenders out. Now one more time. Can the Knights be able to get it? That's an open net. They do not! Dogs check! He comes up strong, and that one will die. A wise decision as the course will be laid. We go to game number 3. Tie it up 1-1 for the first time today. Penguins will not be in OT.
Yeah, they were close. Majestic was looking for that bump onto Jack, and if the bump is found, they cannot get back to the ball for that save. And we're in OT playing right now, but that didn't happen. That's not the case. We go to 1 apiece in the series, and I'm anxiously waiting on a result from the other side that gives us a lot more clarity as to the result of this Group B, who will play into day 2 and run into the top 2 teams from the league, as well as the Thunderbirds and the Avalanche. Those are the 2 franchise names I was looking for.
I'm wondering, because so say this ends evenly and maybe both the Knights and the Hellhounds win in game 4, then they would be 3-4, whereas the other ones would be 4-3, but everyone would be 1-1. So then it comes really close down to game differential, but it doesn't really matter, because if you win and it's split like that, then it's still a win and in situation regardless. That just comes down to the seeding potential. So let's so if the 2 teams that have gotten swept simply win, then game diff only matters for seeding. It's all about that regular record. We'll go into game 3 with that in mind.
Kickoff. Immediately into the Penguins half. It's going to be Lumi playing it to himself, and Jack, for some reason, he grabbed both of the Knights' corner boosts off of kickoff. What the heck happened? He was so far deep. It looked like Lumi was passing it to him, and all I saw was Jack going from one corner to the other, leaving Thunder on an island. Lumi, really good touch there. Get it over the top of Majestic. Force him to retreat just a little bit until he gets demoed after finding the touch on the ball there. Jack straight to Electro. Electro to the sidewall. This ball now floating out over the middle will be Lumi popping it up, and Penguins looking to strike first here. Thunder with the shot on. No, what a save by Ventrix.
That was as close as you could get. We've seen so many of those tonight, and that got even closer somehow. What a strike. And what a save. Majestic will overrun the rotation. Oh no, is it a breakaway? They do get it. And Jack will be able to hit an open net. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Ventrix falling on top of that ball, and with a double commit from Majestic, Electro just not able to get back on the rotation. 1-0. Jack is not starting the game with 6 points. He gets on the board first this time around. And now pressure's on the Knights. This game crucial for either team. Game 3s always are in the best of 5, because it gives one of these teams a match advantage. Thunder over the top of one. It'll be Lumi getting up there first. Ventrix gets a piece of it, but it doesn't evolve rather into a clear.
I don't know what Lumi was doing, man.
I don't think was the right doing there.
Lumi was going side to side, like back and forth. I don't know what was happening. He was like, I don't know if I go or not. Sorry. It's been a long day. My bad.
You're good. It's, you know, we need a break as casting. If Lumi was in the shimmy, that needs to be laughed at.
Oh, we do see the Knights. Oh, this is a breakaway chance. Ventrix, he gets a flip reset. A little bit too much power. Yeah. And this one will be a massive flick. There's some more power. Looking for the double. It is stolen away. The flip clip. Not to be had. And away we go. Still a 1-0 difference for the likes of the Penguins. That one had a lot of extra space, but this is just good control. And Lumi has just been a great player to really elongate this pitch and just keep things out of harm's way, even when he's dancing and shimmying around.
No, for sure. Lumi's definitely been, you know, you can't put anything past Thunder because he had a game today where he had like 800 points and 7 saves. But Lumi's definitely been a little bit of that X factor, able to come up with crucial saves and crucial shots alike for his roster. And here he is on the clear, holds on to that flip, won't use it, gets a monster flick instead, going the other way. Majestic has to get up quickly for that save. But this enables the Penguins to set up offensively. Electro, really good contention there with Thunder on the backboard. Ventrix has to get a touch there. They will, but Lumi better of that 50. This ball stays in the Knights' corner.
Time is ticking. I'm saying that at the 2-minute mark, but it feels like it's going to take forever for either side to either get a longer lead or for the Knights to get anything on the board. That's a giveaway. That's a shot on target. Oh, what? What? Oh, okay. Bardowski and out. That crossbar is mean. It's evil. It doesn't want anyone to score.
I don't know if Ventrix could have hit that thing harder. We're going to need in-game repairs between this game and the next during the intermission. That thing needs to get buffed out, man. That thing, it's definitely concaved in for certain. Ventrix looking for redemption, but it's going to be Jack with a little nose of his car making the save on that one. Here's Knights on the rotation back and a regroup and look to keep this one in the offensive zone. Thunder gets a piece of it. Ventrix with the ball, but won't be able to collect in the corner. Actually fakes out Lumi, but no further than Thunder. As Jack just gonna tee up for Thunder, get a booming clear. This is a transition play. Lumi, what a pass to himself! Oh my gosh, that would have been a clip and a half, but Ventrix cuts it off.
Well, the shields are definitely back in the arms of the Knights. They just have to be able to pick up the sword and take a strike. They have been unable to get down, and they're still not out. Penguins on the attack one more time. Ventrix with the steal. That's a great demo onto Thunder to get rid of the leading man of this Penguins squad. Jack trying to be able to get a feed opposite side of the pitch. It is well sighted. Electro. Nope. No dice. No dollars. No one left to be hollering. That one's going to come off the back wall. And again, Thunder will take up responsibility. We have a 30-second marker and less now for the Knights to tie this again.
Feels like they've had so many looks, but this Penguins defense just will not break. Good touch there by Ventrix to play it around Jack and to be able to take that ball off the hood of Thunder, but it's only Lumi. Who else to find that booming clear? Double commit comes out and they put the ball to the one side of the pitch where none of their teammates are. Electro straight down. They're going to need to go the distance on 0 seconds. That 50. Oh. Ventrix keeps it alive, actually. Good recovery. He has enough boost to find another touch, but he needs help, and there's nobody there. They were all grabbing boost. That ball will hit the turf, and Knights fall short. 1-0 is the scoreline in Game 3. And it's Penguins looking to go 2-0 in their series on the day.
Oh boy, the math is starting to add up. Knights are in a pickle right now. It's just they gotta win. That's pretty much where we stand. be able to give any of this some extra to value and worth, they got to be able to get 2 in a row. It's been a stingy Penguins defensive that's been tough to be able to get around. We will head to maybe a day late, dollar short, but we go over to Neo Tokyo to settle the score here. And great defense from the Knights. Just can't get their offense in the head of the Penguins to save their life.
They've been trying, but most of the plays have been solo plays or rebound opportunities. Do you remember a time, if we've seen one this series, where the Knights have set up like a really good passing play? Because there's not one that's jumping to the forefront of my mind immediately.
Oh,
Thunder gonna hit the post off kickoff. Jack hits the same post. Lumi hits the other post.
What?
It's the post again. What is going on? 4 shots, 4 posts. The 4th man coming up huge for the Knights, and what looked to be like a guaranteed kickoff goal, they will not get it. And the Knights, I mean, they get away with murder in this one. Maybe it's still on. Lumi drop down pass, won't be able to find it. That allows a Majestic to get the clear. And oh wait, Jack put the own goal. No, Thunder's there.
So I need clarification. Does the 4th man of the post count as a passing play? I mean, because
it's like an assist is made off of the post.
Because I mean, at this point, yeah, I have not seen a lot of good passes. In fact, it's all been how they can clang it off the perimeter, take it in from the corner, and be able to maybe get some demos. Otherwise, really haven't seen better passing plays. We've just been seeing kind of react and stack what comes out of the box. Oh, Ventrix will jump early as Lumi. I should take that one away. Another chance, and that's a passing opportunity, but it's more about laying it in the top of the zone of that box.
Yeah, thought process was there, but obviously not on the same wavelength were the Knights' teammates. Jack just trying to stall out Ventrix, toy with him there in the corner as Ventrix and Majestic do double commit for that ball, and with Electro getting beat out, there's could be an opportunity. Lumi, monster pinch that goes right back the other way. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot. Regardless, it will miss the mark. Thunder keeping this one into the Knights' defensive third. Majestic has the ball on his hood, will flick it, but a little bit too soon as they thought Lumi was challenging earlier, and because of that, Penguins just regain possession.
Still have nothing on either side. Clean score sheets. Means even though the pressure's here, the Knights have a chance. It's gonna be a boomer. Of course, out of Thunder. He will clap it away. Majestic with a slap down. Shot is had by Lumi. Nothing on. Redirect. We'll go up into the far side corner. A putback. That's a shot that's available. The putback is not available now to the Knights. They will turn right around. That's a demo. That's a bump attempt. Oh, they can't get rid of Lumi or else that would have been free. They finally do. But at the cost of having a better offensive push and approach.
That might be the smallest caster cards I've ever seen. They can't get rid of Lumi. He immediately gets demoed. That ball almost ricocheting in, and Ventrix actually will whiff on the clear. But Jack not able to hit the net with that shot. Still, though, it's kept in. Majestic, very awkward. Ventrix will bail him out, but Majestic will expend a little bit of boost. That's important to note. If this ball stays in their half, Majestic forced to get back, bailed out by Electro this time around, not Ventrix. So all 3 Knights players helping out their teammates, hand in hand, one for all for one. Lumi awkwardly off his corner, will be helped out by Thunder this time around. Electro not able to get the read. They might have thought that was going to hit the ceiling. As now we're just getting a little bit of ping pong in this neutral zone area. Either one of these teams playing for possession.
Both teams are playing a little bit safer than they were before. Obviously, the opening of this game was a little bit wild, and it went from every part of the net that wasn't the back. But Knights are on losing point. Penguins are on winning. Can either side either finish out or extend this game and this series? Majestic will flop off the wall. Great takeaway to get it away from Thunder, but it ends up being a redirect opportunity. The passing play will be cut short. Jack, he'll fake everyone out! Oh, axles and ankles broken.
Yeah, gonna need to take a trip into the mechanic after this one. Jack just collects it, and with how quick that ball moved off his car, and the angle that he had, that was the perfect scenario to fake. He gets 2 with 1 fake and just slides it into that short post area. Pressure's on for the Knights, and the second one's gonna go off the kickoff in a game that was incredibly manageable now becomes very difficult to come back from if you drop this one. Ooh, who knows what it looks like regarding what your day 2 hopes remain moving forward.
You know, if you're the Knights right now and you end up losing this game, you become a massive fan of the Phantoms to take down the Hellhounds. You need them to do it. I don't even know what the current result or outcome is of that game. Based on not having gotten any results, I feel like it's in game 5, but the worst things here come in 3s, and 3 up will be the Penguins over the Knights, trying to secure themselves a playoff position.
It's a runaway train. The floodgates have opened, and Knights, for how long they held on defensively, they were not able to withstand the just sheer power of the number of shots coming through for the Penguins, getting outshot 11-2. Scoreline will reflect that in 3-0. Ventrix maybe trying to get one on the board, make this somewhat possible before your season hopes die out fairly quickly. Electro with a little bit of a chip. Majestic will collect it with the clock hitting 20 seconds. This one is all but over. Maybe Electro doesn't want to commit, and you're just burning precious seconds off the clock right now.
Jack will get a save. 10 seconds left. The Knights will triple commit, and that one is over. The Knights, they grabbed one game. They made it seem promising. But the Penguins, they had the offense to stand the test of time. They had the one that will render a stalwart 3-0 ender in round number 2 over the Knights. We get to find out one way or another what is going to be happening going into these latter rounds. Does anyone know the series score? Are they in game 5? We've been playing this one for a hot minute.
Yeah, there's nothing in screenshots. We've gotten nothing in the chat, and as far as I'm aware, it's not getting streamed anywhere. So they've got to be in a game 5, considering we went to a game 4 with overtimes and on stream, right?
It's gotta be. I mean, that seems reasonable to me. 5. It's gotta be. It's gotta be at least within that. At least game 4, maybe a long OT, maybe something more. But you know, if you're the Knights, you're staring at it and you're like, all right, our only hope, Hellhounds must beat Phantoms, and then we can try and get this all into 1-2s, and then you're gonna hope and pray something crazy goes down. But either way, it is at least currently mathematically possible before we learn the facts. We're gonna be taking a short break. One more match to go. Oh, Hellhounds are currently up 2-1 in the current game. It looks like, based on Ski Boy's Discord. Who knows?
Wait, is Ski Boy playing?
I don't know. We'll get to find out.
The first match. Okay.
Right after this.
driving by and all I think about is when we were new school. Flipping off police, drinking beers underage in a swimming pool. But times have changed and we're old now. I think our heat's getting cold now. And now I'm just in love with your cold shoulder.
Cause we fight and then we make love. We break up and then we 2 o'clock and now we're day drunk. Love it when we hate fuck. Nobody can change us. Love it when we hate fuck. Nobody can change us. Love it when we hate fuck. Nobody can change us. Cause we fight and then we make love. We break up and then we 2 o'clock and now we're day drunk. Love it when we hate fuck. Nobody can change us. When we dance and then we fall out. Keep the speed and then we slow down. 2 o'clock and now we're day drunk. Love it when we hate fuck. Nobody can change us.
I can't get you to focus. I just need to know your motives. You already know I'm broken. It's like you never noticed. You're stuck in hypnosis. I'm stuck feeling hopeless. I watch you getting drunk on us whilst I sit here sober. I feel so alone, even when I'm with you. That's why I wanna get away, but you ask me to stay, and I can't say no. I can't say no to you. That's why I wanna get away, but you ask me to stay, and I can't say no. I can't say no to you. I can't say no. I just can't say no. Pretty on the surface, but the devil underneath. Now you got me hurting. Maybe I deserve it, cause I don't wanna leave. I watch you getting drunk on us whilst I sit here sober. I feel so alone, even when I'm with you. That's why I wanna get away, but you ask me to stay, and I can't say no. I can't say no. That's why I wanna get away, but you ask me to stay, and I can't say no. No. Is it real?
In between the lines, I was always fighting battles in my mind. There's a voice I hear inside my silence, telling me that I can't let life just leave me dry. I gotta try. So I live with an open heart, and I'll show you every part, every secret that I hold, waiting to unfold. So I live with an open heart, and I'll show you every part, every secret that I hold, waiting to unfold. And that's the shadows of yesterday begin to fall away as you look at the rising sun. I know
Welcome back, everyone. It's the last match of the group stages, literally for everyone, for all the playoffs. Next weekend, we'll be doing some bracket stage play. The survival of the fittest has turned up to 11 as we have the final matches of the Champion League up on the docket. And the only ones that you're going to see here are going to be the return of the Hellhounds as they'll face against the Knights, who are in a bad situation. Let me down some fat maths for you. All right, Penguins 2-0, 6-1. That's Thunder's team. All of you wondering, where Thunder? Where Thunder? You missed Thunder. He was here for literally 2 matches in a row. Where were you? Well, he just got done 6-1, but he's got one more match that's going to be happening against the Phantoms, who are still off stream. Phantoms 1-1, 5-3. Hellhounds 1-1, 3-5. Knights 0-2, 1-6. It's a bunch of mirrors going on right now, but the way we got to describe this. So, if the Penguins win, obviously they are the #1 seed. They could lose in a sweep and still be guaranteed a playoff position. The Phantoms, if they win, I believe that no matter what, and it would be over the Penguins in that off-stream match, they are also in. Both those teams are in. So the Phantoms, it's kind of a decider if they want to be in or not. Hellhounds, if they are to win and the Phantoms are to lose, it will put the Hellhounds in, because I think no matter what, if the Phantoms win due to their +1 and the -2 that's going on with the Hellhounds, it's a weird modicum. I think they might be able to meet in between. Ventrix is not playing. I know, Jack Smith, I know not Thunder. You guys are ridiculous. But either way, we go into a Quanzek, and it's not Thunder. Goodness gracious. Bring the Thunder, bring the buddy, okay? Thunder buddies. Bring them back around. We go look into this. Ski Boy is here. Ventrix is not. Is there a snowball's chance in hell for the Knights to be able to survive this?
No.
What?
No.
Nice.
Probably not. I mean, Ventrix, you saw him on top of the scoreboard for the Knights almost each and every single time last series, and with Ski Boy now in large and in charge along with Emera, it's going to be a tall task for the remaining Knights roster to come out on top. So definitely a little bit of a tricky game as Vulcan will take the pitch. This might be a long series for the Knights, but we'll see if they can prove me wrong.
You know what? The biggest thing that they can do against the Hellhounds is play spoiler. And I'm one of those petty people that would love to be able to spoil a season for someone. So, you know what? I'm down for it. We'll be able to see how the math checks out and all these records check out as the Hellhounds, the Knights, you'll be checking them out here already. The Hellhounds on the attack.
Yeah, but it doesn't go in off the post. Holding on are the Knights here. Ski Boy testing his left side wall. Now just gonna hunt for a demo. Leave the ball for Emra. Oh my gosh, Ski Boy found the bump, but got bumped back into the ball to save Emra's shot. What a wild turn of events, as that one will stay out of the Knights net.
Oh boy. That's you know what? That's some good old-fashioned luck. Some good old-fashioned good fortune that you need if you are the Knights. Electro all the way in the opposite end. Ski Boy and Emra, they played a lot together. So for him and his boy to be able to now be with one another, this is the much better version of the Hellhounds they didn't have before. Now, they were playing well earlier against the Penguins. I am curious if they do make it to the playoffs, how that could look if they eventually get another look at the Penguins, simply because they were down their regular man.
Oh, I mean, 100%. I think if you have Ski Boy involved in that matchup, they take those games and it's not as close as it was either. I think Hellhounds would win that series in maybe 4 games or so. I'd give that to them, but this is just a hypothetical up until these two teams potentially run into each other in playoffs. The Hellhounds will get credit for the first goal on the board. Here's Ski Boy looking to the middle for Emra, then gonna chase a bump. They'll find it, but Emra's shot doesn't go towards the net. Dino Pogo hopping off of that side wall and able to find the ball again, but Ski Boy's cleared no further than Electro. This one's actually headed towards net, and Ski Boy tees it up even harder, but will get in the way of Vulcan's shot.
Vulcan is, in fact, as a reminder, coming in to replace Ventrix, and oh my goodness! Oh, good ball control. Able to keep this one to himself. He looks at Electro as an option, just keeps going, then he turns his car up. What a shot.
Who's Ventrix?
Sorry, not Ventrix. Vulcan.
No, I'm just saying, like, Vulcan
Oh,
is making
who
it
is?
seem like yeah.
True.
Ventrix might as well. Maybe he should have set out these last 2 series. Actually, I'm lying.
Dang.
Vultrix, he played phenomenally. I'm not trying to trash talk you, but Ski Boy right on kickoff, able to get credit for that goal right back in his team's favor, flashing his own solo play, gets the flip reset, uses it to chip the ball into the crossbar, and fortunately finds the bounce as the ball lands on him, water falling down from that upper bar.
That is spicy. That is an answer to an individual play from an individual play. Like what you see, like what I see. Knights gotta get back to business. As now the full strength of the Hellhounds and the full fury of hell is upon them. Majestic in a one-on-one, that's a passing play. You were asking for passing earlier on. Maybe Ventrix just doesn't just supply that level. He's really good at ball control, but it's ultimately just kind of down to making sure it stays in the right zone and then feeding it back to his compatriots. Halftime approaching, that's a passing play all its own for the Hellhounds. They connect, but they can't get to the back of the net.
I thought Dino might have had the dunk there. This is the longest back pass I've seen in a minute. Ski Boy looking for Emmer. Now Dino looking for Ski Boy. Ski Boy finds it, won't be able to get the double, but it falls to Dino. Not. He gets the shot on, and look at the change up. The slow ball towards the left side of the net. He had so much momentum, but doesn't make contact with the ball, and Majestic cannot find the save. That'll be 3-1 Hellhounds.
Hellhounds looking pretty good. Looking like they learned their lesson and said, hey, we need Ski Boy all the time, every time. And this team is in control of their destiny for all of being able to get a win. If they don't win here against the Knights, well, then, you know, there's no chance. But they are relying upon the velocity and the winning factor and form that are the Penguins. Whereas if the Penguins were to lose, they ultimately let the Phantoms in. So kind of in control of what opponents you got. But the good news is whatever two come out of Group B don't play against each other. So, you know, it's not really trying to help or hinder. You really can't make those kinds of choices with thoughts that it helps you out. A putback shot and the Knights just can't get through.
Ski Boy taking this one on his car. It'll be taken from underneath him. And Majestic, way to get up to this ball. Can he recover for the shot? No, not able to elevate in time. Vulcan then on the sidewall. Skiboy will get the save and play it over the top of Vulcan and Majestic. Hand in hand, Emra shot on. It's gonna go high off the crossbar, back out. Dino's second attempt. Won't be able to get the power, but the double commit between Majestic and Vulcan, it's only Electro, and all Dino has to do is put that one on target. Vulcan had a shot, but after that double commit, I mean, that ball could have been going even slower, and it still probably would have found its way into the net.
The defense of the Knights has just not been very secure, at least in this opening game. Hellhounds have had a furious flurry to just pounce upon with. It may not be the 90-mile-an-hour strikes that we get out of the Penguins, but it's persistent. Persistent consistency or consistent persistence is key to victory, especially when you just cannot get out of your own box. The strike comes through, but it's well defended, at least for the time being.
Oh, team pitch going back the other way. Majestic then with the follow-up ball. Would have been a clip for sure. A little team play, team pinch, but Emra shutting down any fun we have here. They are the fun police with the pass out to Dino. Majestic will be there for the save. Bumps Dino just to make sure he's out of the way. Majestic going back the other way, one-on-one, good 50 into the Hellhound's corner. Skiboy around one. Electro opting not to go and just trying to read this off the sidewall, but ends up balling his own teammate and has to chase this all the way across with zero boost. This ball makes its way back out to Emra, who did have that middle boost spawn underneath them. Vulcan on target. Dino saving that one and putting it north of his crossbar.
That'll be pretty much it. Timer is ticking down. Not enough time. And the Knights, they're gonna have to go back to the drawing board in a big way. I don't know if they have a mathematical chance right now, but I would love for them to continue to fight. Spoiler is still a fun place to be in. I'm gonna tell you right now, I love being a spoiler. Just be like, haha, you didn't make it either, chum. But I'm also one of those bad people. So we go into this game and it just feels like the Hellhounds have been able to really find their proper lineup, and hopefully they're staring across to the outcomes right now. What's happening with Thunder and company against the Phantoms?
Yeah, ultimately they can win here, but if Phantoms are able to best Penguins, it's going to be out of their control, and those two will move on. Vulcan's trying here to play spoiler, though. Look at those 7 shots. Ooh. Just the defense not coming through for the Knights. Only a couple of saves as opposed to the 6 or 7 that came out for the Hellhounds, and that was ultimately the difference maker then. The shots were about even, all of which coming from Vulcan for the Knights, but biggest difference, 4-1 scoreline, it's going to be the defense for the Knights just not being able to hold true, and they may let one in off the kickoff. Dino on net. Vulcan will come across for the save.
It'll be neat to see Dino in another championship atmosphere. He's already here in the group stages. He has all of that other win with him, Cryptide. I believe it was Ramen that actually went and sent the distance with him. I remember all too correctly. Electro will be under duress, and this one will just go through. Bit of a bullying play on the back line. We gotta check this out, one out from distance.
Yeah, Emra just takes his time. You see Skiboy just becoming that offensive lineman in the front, bulldozing his way through. The initial man was able to dodge the demo, but the back line ate it face first. Dino diving save. Majestic follow up to get this goal back. It's a triple commit, but the ball will stay out of the net. Demo comes out, and the Hellhounds able to find the clear.
A very congregated and crowded zone as well in this rotation. Everyone from the Knights vying for the same corner boost. Control being gained. Skiboy saying, Dino, you're going too slow. Hold on. I'll get it back to you. And Dino can respect those kinds of things. He pre-jumps his own teammates as well. And so that's a lot of extended possession for this first offensive. Hellhounds holding on to a 1-goal lead in the first minute. Matching 1-1. Looking for goal number 2 in minute number 2. And Murrow with lots of time. Looking for a dunk, but they do have a defender there. It's just repeated strikes from the same spot, finally making a challenge, and we'll send him away.
Vulcan down to Majestic, back into the middle, actually. Skiboy will play spoiler there, trying to disrupt the Knights from spoiling the Hellhounds' day. Skiboy now backflipping that one off the backboard. Dino's actually up, will get contact, will get the shot credit, but Majestic, good read. This one goes off the top of Emra's car, all the way down to the Hellhounds' net. Vulcan, 50. about as high in the air you can elevate before you hit the roof there on that touch. Majestic 0 boost, but the other team doesn't know that, just trying to do whatever they can with this ball. Vulcan won't find the touch, and Majestic still on 0 boost will grab that corner, and they will rotate in time for the save, but that was dangerous for a second for this Knights team, and they're still looking, Monkey. They've been able to shore up everything defensively, but the offense still not there.
Yeah, we've got, what? They did not score a goal in the previous game, did they? No, it was one goal. One goal. One great goal out of Vulcan. That's about it. He's the least warmed up player of this 3-man roster who did play earlier. And he's the only one to even get anything. That's an awesome bump, and this will be a second goal for Ski Boy. Set up, delivered, done.
This dynamic duo just knows exactly what's going on. Look at Ski Boy not rushing to jump to this ball. He's just waiting. He's like, okay, yeah, I see my boy. He's going to clear the way for me and just give me the easiest goal of this series. Emra bulldozing the way for that net, making it wide open. And Ski Boy, they will reap the reward. Good play by Hellhounds here, just that dynamic duo, and there's a wonderful third in Dino filling the gaps. A double demo, though, coming out by Vulcan will allow Electro his own open net goal to go hand in hand with Ski Boys.
Oh, it's a great beat. I think it was Majestic. Yep, open it wide. So they're able to get one back, and it just sometimes takes a single 50, get a deletion of the defense on the opposite corner. And if you take away the rotation, then you leave yourself an open net. Electro, can he leap upon it? He will, but it will be very high. I think the defense was able to get a single touch. Hellhounds are getting stricken upon right now by the Knights.
Electro dishing that one out to his side wall, trying to get his team to score this one more goal. They got one, but they still need the second equalizer.
Oh.
Ski Boy and Emra collecting in the corner. Ski Boy actually played that into Emra. That ball gained a ton of momentum out of nowhere. Dino into the middle, but with the rotation coming out from that two pair, he's going to be the odd man out, and he'll be forced to rotate now defensively. Find this booming clear. Electro off the sidewall, won't be able to make the read. Instead, it's going to fall to Majestic, but they'll get beat out by Dino. Now, Emra first up. Vulcan will be able to contest up, but now Ski Boy to Emra. Emra maybe looking to dish this into the middle. Find the 50, but Dino doesn't want to commit with both his teammates there in the corner.
Great catch by Dino. He gets boost and the ball before it had been able to go on net. This one will contend its way out into the corner, and again, the Hellhounds, they're in control for the most part. They will take away that boost. Force the Knights to take an elongated war of attrition. Is anyone here? You have Imura with a fat turnaround. And maybe another nearby opportunity. That's a pancake to the back wall. They have to come from the wide angle, and everyone's in a weird triplicate on that post. And even so, less than a minute remaining. And we're up in a 2-1 situation where the Hellhounds are looking to try and get match point through the second game.
Electro. Was on back wall, able to find a follow touch, but it just turned to a pass from Ski Boy. Didn't get the elevation necessary on that ball. Got one, got the second, but there's Ski Boy lying in the weights. Electro beat out Dino, but nobody else. Need a lot more height on that one. And this makes this game 3 all the more difficult for Knights to come back in 40 seconds or game 2 rather, excuse me. I'm off ahead of a game. I think I'm remembering that overtime that we had that made things seem so long, but this is going to be a 4th that's going in, and this one pretty much over for game 2.
Knights have been slow and low. It's been tough for them to go. That one's a great placement under Vulcan, over Majestic. Nom. Eating that one right up. Half a minute coming up. Hellhounds, they're doing all the work they can to make fate possible for themselves. Getting swept in group stages isn't exactly, a death knell, but it's tough to recover from. If they can get a sweep over the Knights, they're praying so much that the Penguins will be able to take care of business against the Phantoms. 4-1 goes the rocker for the favor of the Hellhounds. We go to game 3, they'll have match point.
Yeah, 2 4-1 games back to back here. Almost 5-1 unless Electro found the save, which he did. It is going to be Hellhounds looking to book their ticket into day 2. And they're setting themselves up well, but Still, excuse me, still waiting on any sort of result between the Phantoms and the Penguins, because if Phantoms win, there is no shot for the Hellhounds to make day 2 after they got swept by the Penguins. So, as much as they may try, their destiny's ultimately out of their hands, but doing well to at least guarantee that they get the series win.
Do what you can with what you've got and what's left for them. It's a good position to be in, but it's not the best. It's just good, not great. Hellhounds got to finish out this series. They can't play around with it. They can't let this happen, as a big save will occur for Ski Boy. But the Phantoms are also in control of their own destiny. They beat the Penguins they're in. Doesn't matter. They own the game differential. It's just gooder. It's just betterer.
It's the bestest.
Bestest.
This one, corner to corner, and then Vulcan to the other corner. We go across the field and back across the other direction. Majestic to the backboard. Dino able to shove that one along to the backboard, and here's this ball flowing out into the middle. Emra can't make it back to it. Vulcan gonna attempt a shot, but that one will be high. Dino now gonna try this left side of the field. Good 50. It's gonna fall to Majestic. They get a touch, but Emra with the shot instead off the backboard to Ski Boy. It's the 1-2 connection. Ski Boy to Dino. Dino able to get the touch, and Vulcan cannot recover in time. I thought this one would end with Ski Boy's shot, but he says, okay, yeah, let me just make the defense wait a little bit longer and tee this one up for Dino.
Nice little bit of extra timing, because Vulcan was just scooched a little bit too far the near side pipe, and then as soon as that shot was going opposite of him, he was able to side flip, but just was out of arm's reach. Hellhounds again, starting with a lead outside the first minute and quarter of play. Knights looking for any kind of magic. Actually, a little spin flip to get to that wall. That's a nice little finesse approach. Majestic. Line this one up. It's boost, it's ball, it's a take, but they got to bring the third man up earlier. That's a counterplay. That's an open net, and that's going to be a 2-0 lead.
And Knights again. Just sending everything to the house, trying to get one of these balls to go in, but Hellhound's going to be 2 for 2 on shots. Shooting 100% from the field, and the Knights just still don't have an answer offensively, nor have they had one all series defensively. We could be looking at a potential 4-1 scoreline again. That's almost a third that's going to sink in. This might be a transition odd man rush here for the Knights, but Emerald, look at the defense holding strong. 50s 1, 50s 2, and that ball stays in the corner. Actually, 50s Dino as well. This man's a 50 legend, but they will eventually be able to break out.
He pre-jumps people for a reason. He's looking to disrupt as much as he is looking to strike. He does that in League of Legends. He does that in this game. I mean, you're just looking for him to kind of get in your face and be a 50-50 god. He's the magic dark magician. That one moves his way back to the wall. Electro looking for a free chance, but no dice. Vulcan will climb the ladder. He's become very fast. A V for a V, a Ventrix for a Vulcan, but either way, haven't been able to find any profits. Does he pre-jump to get to it? No. His Dino will go all the extra length. Ski Boy comes on back to it. The Knights still hunting for their first shot, first goal, first chance, at least cutting this lead in half.
Ski Boy chipping this one along. It's going to find its way onto Emerald's top of the car. Here's Dino rising to that one. Ski Boy won't commit though. We'll just read the clear and take it off the top from Electro. Vulcan beats out Emra. This one's a back pass by Majestic back to Vulcan. They generate a shot from it, but not a ton of velocity. That's going to scare Dino on his back line. Electro back off that same corner. Vulcan and Majestic both jump, but it works out. They don't get punished as the bump comes through, removes the last defender, and Electro can come in off of his rotation, pull this one into the open net.
What a bump. Oh my goodness. In that moment, when you just want to be able to make a stellar play and get the defense out of the way, and it's been tough the entire game, you got to slam home someone. Vulcan gonna get this from the kickoff. It's a wide angle. He's got to make a miss, and that's just a little bit too much of a giveaway. Ski Boy will not fret. He doesn't bat an eyelash. That's a double commit, though. Can the double happen? You bet your dollars. Ha-ho! The Dino. Make that tree grow.
Jeez. Dino. Good double tap. Look at that angle. Sends that bird flying across the stadium, and Hellhounds look poised to sweep this game. Sweep the series, rather. Already up 3-1, and while the Knights have won, they're still going to need to answer back with 2 more, and I'm just now realizing that the Knights are still 100% on shooting. They've only had those 3 shots, and all 3 of them have resulted in the goal. It's a very different style of game from the Hellhounds, that they've been very dominant in the shot category, excuse me. But this one's different. They're more so playing on their haunches and just waiting for the Knights to make a mistake and don't want to give up any sort of potential game 4 or game 5.
I mean, there's been plenty of mistakes made. They've been shatting all over them, just like you were saying. Dino will chase after it, and Murrah will be there to be able to catch the Knights. They don't have 100% of their personnel. Look for the read right, that pre-jump from Murrah as Dino comes right back to it. 40 seconds coming up. They had to be able to get a sweep to have a chance to be able to make the postseason, and the Hellhounds, they're primed to do exactly that, to see if they can get to the big bracket. Group stages were unkind. They had to rewind. They had to get their man that they had in mind, and that was Ski Boy. The Knights, I don't think they're going to be playing spoiler today. We've got 20 seconds to go.
This one might be a 4th. It will be. That's going to be the dagger from Ski Boy, and who else other than Emra to tee him up, just taking it down the length of the field, getting that one last little touch in the corner to beat out Vulcan. Neither him nor Electro can meet up with that ball. It's going to be Hellhounds in a sweep and setting themselves up as best as they can to move on to day 2. Their games for the day are going to be 6-5, and Phantoms going into their series against the Penguins were 5-3, but getting word from the chat that Phantoms are up 2-0. So no matter the Hellhounds' efforts here, if Phantoms do take that series, it doesn't matter.
We will figure it out. There's a lot to be seen. So what I will do, at the very least, I'm going to be looking at what we do have. Okay, so Hellhounds, or Knights rather, they drop 0-3, 1-9. They only get 1 game on the day. Hellhounds, they go to 2-1, 6-5. Let me put them in proper placement. Oh, all right. This is what we currently have. Okay, so. Whew. Let's go forward with this one. Hellhounds, they got 2-1. Remind me, Quanzek, of our tiebreakers and the order they fall.
Is going to be record, obviously. Going into game differential, then head-to-head.
Yep.
And then finally goal difference. But I don't believe we'll need a head-to-head in a group stage.
So,
It's 3-1, 2 teams, I guess.
It depends on what happens with the Penguins. Because the Penguins, if they lose, a bunch of 2-1s will happen, right? Mathematically, Penguins are in, because even if they were to get swept, 6-4 is still a better differential than what the Hellhounds currently have as 6-5. Phantoms, if they win, they could go, I mean, let's see, they're at +2. They could go +3. They would own the differential over the Hellhounds. So it'd be series, games, and then the head-to-head doesn't matter because they had the better. Penguins up 1-0. I don't know what the games are, though. So it's 2-1 series right now in favor of the Phantoms?
Yes, that's what it looks like.
Oh, boy. All right. So let's say this goes to game 5 and it's a Penguins win. Well, then that's all that matters, because then that goes into 3-0 and then the Phantoms fall to 1-2. So then everything's said and done.
Wait,
What?
if the Phantoms win in 5...
Well, I said Penguins, but if Phantoms win in 5, they'll be 2-1. And then they would be 8-5, right? Which is +3.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I did my math backwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's literally just Phantoms winning in, Phantoms lose, and you're out. That's the only...
Yeah. They control their own destiny right now. So, oh boy. We need to see what's up. Is there a stream happening right now with any of this?
Yeah, love to watch party right now.
Oh my gosh.
Who's on those teams?
I mean, yeah,
Cade, Wanda, Jack, any one of them stream, please.
Oh god. I mean, they would have
What's
to
the
set it up
lobby
like
like?
right now, but I don't know. I have no
Did you
idea.
join the lobby? Or maybe they did that through DMs. So it wouldn't be in their team info chat.
Nope, they would just be doing it themselves. Oh god, we won't get to know. I'm waiting. The stream is clicking their names is in Discord. Okay. All right, we'll just stream that.
I don't know when the last time was. We had a situation where the stream finished.
Before the
before
other
off stream.
game?
Yeah.
When it's a sweep, then yeah. Okay, hold on. So who have you guys been clicking? We'll click.
Jack is up 2-1 with 1:40 in game 4. It looks like. So Penguins leading 1.5 minutes remaining.
Oh my god, this is game 4?
Yes.
Oh my god, am I about to... Let me click Jack. Let's go to this chat.
Are we streaming Discord? You have to keep on clicking on it for it to refresh. I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
all right. Oh my god. I'm gonna add a thing. Let's see, where's the window cap? Window cap, add. Hold on.
Okay, it does auto refresh, so you don't need to click on it. It's now 2-1, 1:15 remaining.
Okay. All right, here we are. All right, here we are. This is what we're looking at, guys. We got Jack's stream right
Let's
there.
go.
We got it right there. We're gonna be staring at this thing. We'll put it up here. We'll put it up here. Oh my god.
Oh, 3-1.
3-1
on the
with a
clock.
minute
This
left.
might go to game 5.
Oh my god. It doesn't show the result if OT. That's lame. Oh, I can't click off. I can't click off. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Seal the deal. So wait, is this game 4 or game 5?
This is game 4. Last
Game
time I
4?
heard it was 2-1. Yes.
It was 2-1 Phantoms, right?
Yes, so we're headed into a game 5. Assuming
my
Penguins
God.
close out this win. Oh, it's 4-1, 33 seconds remaining. This is almost a guaranteed game 5.
Okay. Oh my god. This is crazy. Wait, we're gonna blow it up. We're gonna blow it up even more. We're gonna go right here. All right, we're just gonna stare at it. We're gonna stare.
It's so ridiculous.
This is great. Oh, we're gonna make it huge. Right there. We're going straight in. All right, Jack, it's all you, baby. You got. We're gonna just stare. All right. No, right there. This is how text-based gaming became huge. People would get stressed about this one like little piece of text. Oh my god. Oh man, Penguins are down. Yeah, they are down in the series. Okay, so this is what's going on right now. All right, Penguins are winning 5-1. It's gonna go to game 5, and we have to stare at this.
Yeah, this is the
forever.
only thing we have to watch. I will say, from what knowledge we've gleaned, 2-0 in favor of the Phantoms to start, immediately taken back any reverse sweep potential for the Penguins. So momentum's going to be in their side heading into game 5.
True. Which is huge. I mean, especially with this kind of squad. There's a lot of mental. This is a feel-good squad. I mean, Lumi, Jack, and Thunda are all buddies. So this is like their thing. So I can't believe this. Rocky Man, how are you not in there? This is ridiculous. How are you not streaming this?
Rocket Man, get
Play.
us in the lobby.
Oh, but no. But we don't want to disrupt the flow. We don't want to disrupt the flow. I'll take
true.
the text base if it doesn't mess with them. Okay.
Well, okay, here's the interesting Rocket Man. A minute, get us in those lobbies.
Oh,
Poor Penguins.
jeez. Oh, jeez. It's okay. It's okay. We can wait. They have lost every game I have spectated. Okay, then
Okay,
don't do
get us
it.
in the lobby.
All right,
Don't-
we got to
don't
see.
get us in the lobby,
Opening
por favor.
seconds. He's cursed. He's going to stay.
Okay, yeah, we will stick with the Discord watch party.
Oh, this is good. This is good. Okay, I hope you guys are enjoying what you are seeing. What little... Okay, it started. Thank you, Chill. Oh, my gosh.
Do you
Okay.
think Penguins bring up a little bit of gamesmanship in here? Maybe we're like, okay, we prefer Phantoms to the Hellhounds for whatever reason. Maybe
I mean-
like, okay, we could barely win over the Hellhounds without Ski Boy. Maybe let's prefer Phantoms in here and throw this game 5.
I mean, they don't really have much to worry about in that regard until they get to the semifinals. And even then, it would take, because they have to get through the eliminator, you have to get through the semifinal, which is already facing, after that, against a number 1 or number 2 seed, and then after that, the first time they would meet them, if they kept winning, would be the winners finals. Otherwise, after that, would if they both lost, would be in the lower semis. So, oh, they're up 1-0. Penguins. 45 seconds in. It's a 1-0 game. They're trying to reverse sweep the Phantoms. Oh man. Oh gosh, we need like hype penguins in the chat or something.
Yeah, this is gonna go to the wire.
Yeah.
This is, man. You guys should add, revamp the frontline emotes. I guess there's not enough for all the franchises though, huh? You only have so many emote slots unlocked.
I think there's like, I think you can like use a couple others. I don't know. It's, do you guys think the Phantoms will be able to stop it? Oh, it's tied 1-1. Minute 20 in. Okay. We got. Oh, God, remind me, who is on the Phantom squad? They were the only one that didn't get to be on stream. Who will we see them on stream? Because if they win, those two will be in.
It's Cade, Zane. I don't know who their third is or who's
Kami?
playing. I know
Kami?
Kami was in chat, but I think Kami's their fourth. No, Kami's their third. Okay, so yeah, Cade, Zane, Kami.
Okay. So if you want the Phantoms to win, do we have ghost emotes? Hold on, we have ghost emotes? I'm gonna look up ghost emoji. I think there's this one. 3:15 on the clock. Why won't this update?
Gengar.
All right, yeah. All right, you can either do Gengar or you can do this ghost. I found this. Or you can do Empoleon if you're a Penguins fan. Empoleon versus Gengar.
There you go. If you're cheering for a Hellhounds, we can use the my pupper.
Yeah, you can use get what the dog doing. Get the dog in there. This is an epic Pokemon battle going on right now. Put your Empoleons and your Gengars in the chat, baby. Oh god, it's still tied. We're halfway into game 5. Looking for the reverse sweep are the Penguins. This is the most I've ever been hyped casting text.
Casting Discord. What happens if this game goes into a team we don't know who wins?
I don't know. That's gonna be ridiculous. Oh man. Someone's gonna have to stare at like, is anyone friended with someone on these teams?
Yeah, true. Does anybody have any of them added?
Yeah. We joined the VC. We just joined the VC. Oh my god. You weren't there for TFL watch parties, yeah, we would have to consistently. Oh, they scored! Penguins are up 2-1. Oh. We would have to always click on like what do you call it? On Andy's profile picture. Oh boy. Is it Gengar? Is it Empoleon? Is it the Penguins or is it the Phantoms? Oh, what's the dog's name? What's the pupper's name?
Tyson.
Tyson or Bison?
Tyson.
Tyson. I thought like Bison like the big thing.
Yeah, Tyson as in like Mike Tyson or Tyson Chicken.
Oh. Does he like Tyson Chicken or did you bite off his ear? Or does he bite off other people's ear?
No, when we got him, he was a tiny little nugget, hence the Tyson Chicken.
That's great. That's awesome. Oh man, a minute and a half remaining, 90 seconds left. It's definitely less now because it only ever gives me 15. Oh, it's a minute 15. Woo!
Penguins up.
What's happening? Do we get the reverse sweep? What do we get, people? Do the Hellhounds go to the big show?
Predictions in chat.
It's Empoleon. There's a bunch of Penguins. I don't know if they're predicting. They're hoping for it though. 60 seconds. 60 seconds. They're trying. This is literally This is the Phantoms season on the line. Same thing for the Hellhounds. All they can do is hope and pray. 45 seconds. Oh my god. This is nuts.
This is
30. Oh
man. We'll get one last update, and I think that may be it unless a goal is scored. Where is 15 seconds?
Oh boy, this better. Oh man, this is better than actually watching the match. It's true. 15 seconds. Go!
Oh.
Slap, make your noise makers. 2-1 to 15. Does it go to the reverse sweep? Do we go to OT?
I don't think we're gonna know.
Oh, it's overtime! 3 seconds left! Oh man, it's 2-2. It's tied. Oh God. What are we doing? Oh, it's OT game 5.
Going to overtime.
Oh no. We're not gonna know.
Goal territory. Phantoms score. They're in. Penguins
God.
score. The Hellhounds are in.
Oh God. Okay. Phantoms, do your Penguins and your Gengars. Overtime. Okay, it's clicking and ticking. We don't know. We won't know who's gonna make it to the big show. It's gonna be a long OT.
Yeah.
Or it could be done immediately.
I think I saw in chat that they were like 5 minutes into OT one time before. There's the 16-second update.
Oh God.
So who knows how long this thing could go.
Okay. All right. They already had a 5+ minute. Yeah, these two teams have been going neck and neck. I mean, Hellhounds, they've earned it. Phantoms and Penguins, they've earned it. Penguins are in already. They're just fighting for seeding. But I think they understand how much this means. Oh boy. We need to...
Where do you want? Oh, Penguin scored.
Penguins scored! They won! Oh, Penguins are in! Slide together! They're able to do it! They take down the Phantoms. Phantoms are, in fact, eliminated. And that will put the Hellhounds in the playoffs. Number 1 seed comes in. Congratulations, Ski Boy. Hellhounds survive. Phantoms, unfortunately, will not. And that will be the Penguins that will take this top of the Group B stage. Holy cow. Wow.
I can't believe watching Discord text update every 15 seconds was that riveting. But Penguins will book the Hellhounds ticket into day 2. And it came down the wire. Game 5 OT, but Penguins complete the sweep, Monkey.
Oh my gosh. The reverse sweep is real. Holy cow, that was some heat. Oh, okay. Did I ever send out point rewards? I don't think I did. Hold on. Or the other one. I should have done it for this one. Like,
Yeah, true.
people would have gone all in. All right. Well, that was stressful. That was crazy. All right, your number 1 seed will be the undefeated from group stages Penguins as they go through, and the Hellhounds will be given a gift as they will go in as the number 2 seed, which means they'll be playing against the Thunderbirds, and the Avalanche will be playing against the Penguins in the eliminator matches of the Champion League bracket next Sunday. Holy cow. Oh.
It's going to be quite the day. Once those eliminators are finished, we're going to get to revisit the 1 and 2 seeds from regular season play. Say hello to the Pharaohs and Tsunami. That's right. So definitely an excited week of Rocket League coming up here to close out all these leagues, man. Monkey, this is going to be... Oof. I might be moving, so I don't know if I'll be on the cast, but I'll be tuning in for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wild weekend. It's gonna be a nutty one, and I hope that you guys are all ready for literally everything. What do we got to raid? Who do you want to raid? Who do you want to send a good time to? Anyone? You got anyone on the docket that deserves a little bit of fun? Because you guys have been able to give us some fun and have some fun in the chat with us. Oh, literally send me anyone. If any of them were streaming, we could have gone to them. We could have been hanging out with them the whole time. Oh, I'm tired. There's been a lot. Papa Bear, again. You didn't even recognize us last time. Yeah, we'll do him again because why not? All right, I'm Hell Monkey Man. We get to have J-Rod and Quanzek in the booth with me. Playoffs, all of 1 day away from being done. We will see you next Friday for Challenger League, 7 p.m. EDT. See you next time. Whew.